Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. I feel like I'm like off center, and I can't tell if it's my box that that things are sitting on. Hold on a second, guys. Does that look more even? Not really. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm off center or not. It's really strange because I don't have anybody waiting in here, which I normally do. I have to pay a bill really quick. Hold on. I'm going to put this down a little. I have to pay a bill really quick because I completely forgot to pay it. And yeah, this would not be good if I hope I'm not past the cutoff time. Shoot. Other amount. Hold on. Is today still the 2nd? Yes. Okay. So fingers crossed I'm making it in on time. Verify, authorize, fingers crossed. No, damn it. I don't know that it's going to count because I think I just read that any payments made after. Oh, no, I think it just meant that if it was made today by 5 p.m. PST, that, shoot. Wait, this one doesn't normally do that. Son of a biscuit. I hope it, because I'm not getting hit with a $40 hold on, I'm going to pretend like I'm going to make another one. Hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Other. I'll do it for $5. Just for shits and giggles. But I'm not going to authorize it. To review your schedule, reminder payments received before we credit to the account of the same payment date received after we credit to the account. I think it's going to be late. I'm going to have to call. I'm never late. And I normally do it the day before, and my mom and I we had a working lunch with our CPA because I wanted to talk to her about business stuff and setting up my LLC and all this other stuff. And that's not about her channel. Her channel is a whole other kit and caboodle. I have to actually find a reasonably priced lawyer for that. But so yesterday was just kind of weird, and then we kind of hung out in that area because she doesn't live near us. And then we got home kind of late. We ate a light dinner, and I was trying to let her out, and then it was discombobulated. And then today just was like, ooh, yeah. So I'm going to have to probably call them tomorrow. Hey, Denise, welcome. How are you? Hello, how are you doing today? Good, thank you. How are you? Hi, Natalie and Miley in chat. Hello, Tammy, welcome. I have a funny feeling today is going to be a very slow night because, stop. No, Miley. I have 2 different people that told me it's the World Series, and they are big into, one is big into the Astros, and the other, who did she say she's for? And the other is Houston. So, yeah. So World Series, and I guess we'll play it by ear, see what happens. But like it says in the title, this is going to be trivia night. I mean, if we get to trivia night, that'll be cool. I mean, unless it's only the 3 of us, which I'm totally fine with. Then maybe we won't do trivia, but relax chat like normal. I may work on a project. It's a commissioned piece, and I need to get a lot further on it, like yesterday. She has been sleeping all night long. She wouldn't even go outside. And now she's all in the face. No faces. I don't want to do the doggy don't because it's going to hurt your people's ears. So relax. The only thing is when I don't know that I really like crocheting while I'm doing the live, because I feel like I'm not necessarily paying as much attention to you guys. And I mean, if there were a bunch of people in here and everybody was asking questions and I was reading the chat and I was able to respond while I'm working, but I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. I don't even know if you guys mind or don't mind. I mean, I know a lot of people crochet or knit on their lives. Miley? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Relax. Holy crap. She was outside earlier and I was throwing the ball. And when it gets into the big dirt pile that she's been digging again, I'll grab it and then dirt flies everywhere. And I didn't realize I got some in the bend in my arm. I feel like I didn't take a shower or something. I mean, I did. Anyway, what are you guys working on then? Work on I just don't stop talking. I know. That's the thing. It's whatever works best for you. Oh, I don't mind at all. Sorry, I missed the first part of that. It's whatever works best for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am going to play it by ear and see how it goes. If I can, I finished not the last row of decreases, but I finished the last row of decreases before I have to do, I think, like 5 rows of just single crochets of the same number. I still count. I guess as long as I do the first round and know that I have the right amount of stitches and I'm feeling along the way, I can let myself not count. I count everything. Whether I need to count or I don't need to count, I count. It gets me out of my head, and it puts me in the zone. And with as much as my brain has been on overload, and now after having met with my accountant, we had a fabulous lunch. It was her and her 2, I don't know if they're her assistants, but whatever position they hold in the company, we all 5 of us went to a Mexican restaurant in their neck of the woods, and it was delicious. We all had the lunch enchiladas. Everybody had cheese enchiladas. I had chicken enchiladas, and the 3 of them had the sauce that comes with it, which I think was the ranchero sauce. And it says no substitutions, but the guy heard me say that to my mom, and he's like, well, depending on what it is, we can substitute. I was like, okay. So my mom and I, you could choose the cheese, the beef, or the chicken. I think maybe pork. I can't remember. But as far as like the sauce, technically you're not supposed to substitute that. But he said, well, no, you can substitute. And he goes, you can have, my mom's like, well, I like a white sauce or whatever. He goes, well, we have the queso sauce, our cheese sauce that we put on top of some of them. And she was like, okay. And I was like, you know what? I will too. OMG, I got to tell you, their food was probably the tastiest Mexican I've had in a while. So we all had, 3 of them, our accountant and my mom and I had a sangria. Shh, we weren't going back to work. Well, they were. The 2 of us weren't. We each had a sangria, and her 2, I guess I'll just say employees, because I don't know if they're assistants, or I know they're not. I don't think either one of them are actually a CPA, but like she is. But they had a margarita, and so we were talking. She rides horses. Our CPA rides horses, and she owns a horse. Her daughter owns a horse also. And she was talking about, because she just did a show this past weekend, and we were talking about that and stuff, and a couple of her other horses that she's had, and then we're eating and we're all talking about our animals, and then she pulls out her notepad, and she's like, okay, Natalie, so let's see about this, explain this, and I was like, okay, I'm in the spotlight. So I was telling her, like, kind of sort of how YouTube works, because she's not really familiar with the monetization part of it. And just in general, that kind of stuff, and my different channels, and what do I plan to do. So I think I figured out the parent company name I want to use, and then I'll have my 3 fictitious names under that. And the only thing is Natalie's Closet is actually taken here in Florida. with the apostrophe S. And I'm like, okay, well, I could do it without the apostrophe S. But the problem, I shouldn't be even talking about that. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm still playing around with a few things, but I got a lot of information, and I have to get my accounting system up to snuff. And yeah, and thankfully this year, I mean, thankfully this year we're not. It's going pretty like the easy route. I just have to get all my receipts and stuff together, which I've been really bad at. And I said to her, I'm like, I've had a lot more expenses than I have income this year. And she's like, well, yeah, I can imagine. And I was like, okay, well, and then she went into, well, once you reach this, and I'm like, okay, please put it, I'm praying that I just overnight, okay, that would be crazy. I wouldn't want to overnight become, I mean, I'm not even talking about YouTube necessarily, but just my business. And I need to have the time to be able to continue to make anything that I put up on Etsy and actually be able to, be able to fulfill all the orders. But I didn't do tomorrow's video. I thought I still had a small business to share with you guys. The only thing is I forgot. I can't open it until December. I mean, I guess I could open it, but it's my Christmas Advent, which reminds me, I wanted to check something because I can't remember if it's if it was a 25-day. I'm almost positive it was a 25-day because that's what I would have done. But if it was a 25-day one or a 12-day, let's see if I can see it on here. Whoa. Okay, so 24 mini hanks and then one 100-gram hank. So 25-day, yay! But that was a small business I thought I was going to have for this week. I have two that I'll have one for next week and one for the week after. But so I got a huge box from Premier Yarns, and I reached out to them to ask a few questions and to get some like guidance, even though I have a few people that I have that have been helping. The only thing is wait, hold on. I'm working on the scarf and hat set. Oh, cool, Denise. Trying to finish a top for my mom. That's fun. I need to make a wearable, like outside of a scarf or a shawl or stuff like that. Hello, sweet Natalie. Hugs. Hello, Miley Wolf. Hello, Kathy. Welcomes. Long time no see. But anyway, so the yarns that I was expecting, I was thinking, I'm not telling you what it is because I didn't get a chance to record my video because I was putting away all my Halloween stuff because I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, which is what I was planning on doing, forgetting that I was meeting with my CPA. So I didn't get a chance to record it. But the yarns I got, so I was hoping they were going to color match it and everything, or they were color matched, and I don't understand how it wouldn't be thicker. You're working them together, how it wouldn't be thicker than blanket yarn, but evidently it's not. It's maybe slightly thicker, but not to the point that I was expecting. So I guess I'll see on my own when I actually open the box and do the video. Because I was wanting, I'm starting on other stuff in addition to, and it's funny, my CPA and her two employees, she's like, well, what kind of stuff do you make? And I said, well, adult pillows and shawls and scarves and blankets and and she goes, they were like, what was the first thing you said? I said, adult pillows. And they said, like, what are you talking about? Boobs? And I'm like, well, yeah. And so then I showed them the pictures from my listings and they were like, oh my God. And then when they saw the male pillow, I was like, well, I'm working on a 3-foot. Yes, I'm still working on it. I mean, I have the shaft done. I'm working on the rest of it. I just haven't touched it yet. And I'm like, and a 4-foot. Oh my gosh, they were floored. They were laughing so hard. And they're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, they make great body pillows. And so I'm going to continue. Once I have one of each size that I'm wanting to do up on Etsy, I'm going to be happy with that. And like, I have 2 commissioned booty pillows I'm still working on right now. Once I have those color combinations, I'm going to post them under the same listing because they should be about the same size as my original one. But as different color options for them to see, even though I have a million colors listed that they can choose from, at least they'll be able to actually see some of these colors. So, but I guess technically I do have a small business I'll be featuring along with the Premier Yarns, because it's her patterns that I bought. And I got like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 patterns, like 5 patterns. I think I got 5 patterns. So I guess I will talk about it. I'm not going to do a full feature of her. I'm just going to mention who it is and then show maybe the pictures of the pattern, the pattern pictures. But correct me if I'm wrong. Is like the real definition of amigurumi, are those like smaller animals, vegetables, toys, whatever the case is? Are they smaller and like using the thinner yarns and tighter stitching and all that kind of stuff? Or is it because then technically I guess my adult pillows, if it's like anything that you sew pieces together like that have parts, they are technically amigurumi, just big. I guess I could look it up. I just figured I'd ask you guys. Depending on the response, the other things I'm going to start working on, I guess technically are amigurumi in the sense that the way the patterns were made and the sizes, they were intended to be based on what how the pattern was written and the yarn that was used. It would be amigurumi, I guess. But a lot of people now, the problem is like with my adult pillows, the person that created Little Lady Crochets, that created the boob and the butt pillow patterns, so many people, I mean, it blew up, and there are so many people making these patterns that unless you have a great base and are on every platform there is available, it's gotten kind of hard for everybody to like be really. Now the larger pillows is where I'm finding better success. Like I've had more people interested in the 3 and the 4 foot penis pillow versus the smaller one that I do. But this person that has created all of these animal patterns that I'm interested in, a lot of people have started making them, but they are also geared more towards kids, and every age kid up to even teenagers are interested in them. So I think that there's a bigger pool of people looking for those items, especially now that we're in Q4. The only thing is I need the time to be able to actually work on them. And that's where my problem has been, is finding the time to work on it. But back to the yarn, based on what everybody has said, using both of these two, one of the yarns is a 6 weight, or supposed to be a 6 weight, but she's categorized it kind of as a 5.5 because it's plushy. So if it's not like a fully solid 6. And then the other's a 4. So how that wouldn't be thicker than blanket yarn is beyond me, like totally 100% beyond me. There's a different one at a Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles that's supposed to be, I believe, a 7, which is supposed to be thicker than this Premier yarn I'm going to be showing tomorrow. And using it with using this Sweet Snuggles with the other Premier yarn that I'm using with the other Premier yarn. It's a sparkle yarn. It would definitely make it bigger, but I'm wanting them bigger versus smaller because that's what I've been hearing more interest in, like locally, and when asking around. So I'm kind of torn. The only thing is the Sweet Snuggles is almost twice as much as one skein of the other Premier yarn. That's a 6, categorized as a 6. It's twice as much and less yardage. So I'd have to use more, plus it's way more expensive unless they're running a special, which Michael's doesn't. I don't know. Either I'm missing all the specials or buy one, get one 50% off. It's just not enough of a deal for me. It's something which is better than nothing, but then oftentimes you can't use the other coupons that may be available. So it's kind of I don't know. But I've had a great experience with Premier so far. So, and you all know, I don't really use big box yarns anymore other than Bernat Blanket for my adult pillows, as well as baby blanket pillows, baby blankets. The only thing is Bernat Blanket is not the same as it used to be years ago. It used to be, I don't know if it's plushier or something than it is now. Now I feel it's different than the way it used to feel and work up when I used to use it. But I have had great, I really do like Premier. I don't have it up there. Is it Cotton Fair? Is that Premier? I can't remember. I think that's really nice and soft for a cotton. Well, cotton blend, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But I had a really great experience with Premier. So I'm going to also reach out to them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But, hey, Amy, welcome. But I'm really excited about opening that package, even though it's not small business, but I will introduce the small business patterns tomorrow, but I'll open the big box of Premier. I mean, let me go get it. Hold on. Just so you can see it. It's not open, but you'll understand what I mean by big. It was definitely something I got a card for because it wouldn't fit in anybody's locker. I'm talking big box of Premier yarns. So, I mean, this is pretty big, if you ask me. So it's going to be interesting. And I had gotten a text from Premier because I had signed up for text messages. Ow. I got a text from them, which was like something like, kind of like implying, I don't know. It said something like, if it implied something, and then was like, if you tag us, we may go ahead and you may end up being on one of our, like marketing campaigns or something like that. I was like, okay, no problem. Hello, Natalie. Just listening for a little while. Big hello to all in the chat today. Hello, Leanne. Welcome. No problem. I understand just listening. Natalie, what the hell did you get into? Dude, your feet are filthy. I swear I cleaned them when we came inside. What did you get into? Oh, your little boo-boo on your rib. I don't like that thing. You're going to fall off the bed. Hey, Denise. Oh, I said hi to you originally, but hi, guys. Wow. Be careful of your background. I know. I actually carried that in with another package and my bag and everything because I'm like a workhorse and I don't want to have to go back and forth to the car. I know. I was paying for it all day today. Seriously, your feet are filthy, Miley. So are your back feet. What the heck? I cleaned your feet when we came in the last time. And you wouldn't go out again. OMG. Hold on, guys. This is ridiculous, Miley. Yeah, your back feet, I think it feels good on, but holy cow. What the heck? Maybe when I cleaned it, it didn't fully... My goodness, Miley. Dirty feet. Dirty feet. Gotta wash my hands now. Yeah, that was probably not smart because now my back's hurting even more and probably won't wash out. I'm coming to life. It'll wash out as in come out of the, well, that's not good. All right, so Wanda's not in here. Okay, no problem. All right, so I asked Amy a question because I reached out to her before the live. No. And it's a question I should know the answer to, like, without even thinking. But specifically when making Miley, my nails are getting caught on all this crap. Look at that. It took your fur out. What is this baloney? It took a little chunk of her fur out of her foot. Anyway, what I was asking Amy, no, is that when you're working, working decreases on, let's say, amigurumi or even with my pillows or whatever, I naturally have, I'm a tight hooker. And I've tried when like the, when you decrease and it creates kind of like a, for me anyway, when I decrease, if I do if I'm decreasing, like let's say single crochet 2 together, I'll pull into the one, I'll go into the one and then go into the second. And when I pull through all 3 loops, it oftentimes creates a larger hole, versus when you're just doing simple single, double, whatever crochet stitch you're doing. I've tightened my stitch up to try to tighten that. I've loosened my stitch up to try to alleviate the larger holes. And either way doesn't seem to really make a difference for me. I still have the holes, which helps the poly. It helps you see the poly more. And yes, a concern would be when they're getting washed and the poly, could come out. I mean, they're not that big of a hole. I mean, it's just that it's slightly bigger than the rest of the holes. Does that make sense? But it's just irritating me because I'm using the I'm not using the suggested hook. I'm using a hook size larger because I do have such a tight, I'm almost back to Hulk grip. I actively try to work it looser, but it almost doesn't matter. Okay, it's not quite as Hulk grip as it used to be, but it used to be like, Miley, stop now. You're knocking everything over. Oh, you took one of the studs off of my bag. Now I gotta find it. One of the studs off of my merch bag is off because of your little face. Everybody's very quiet. So anyway, that is my question. I mean, Amy suggested what I thought, stitch tighter, which is what else, when I do end up consistently in all the rounds. I mean, I try to keep my stitches even. I'm meaning if I go from one project to the next project, if I decide to go tighter, I will go tighter all the way around on all the rounds, not, like start to loosen and start to tighten and whatever. I guess I'm frustrated with it right now, but I put so much ginger ale in here, but yet it's my David's cup, but I didn't feel like making tea because my countertop is full and I have an electric tea kettle. Okay. My dream tea kettle is an electric tea kettle, but that you can set the temperature for. So like on my teas that need to be at 200 degrees, I could set it for 200 degrees, but if it needs 190 degrees, I could set it for 190 degrees, and so on and so forth. That's my dream teapot. But those are really expensive. I did get a really decent one. I can't remember where I got it. But for those of you that were on my live on Friday, my special live that I said I'm going to start doing at least once a month, where any super chat. Oh crap, I got to go get, I'm not going to assume that I'm going to get super chats tonight, but I'm going to go get my notebook so I can write down if I do get any. But on that live, as well as I think a video before that, I mentioned that I was working on and was going to put together an Amazon wish list for Empty Your Closet for Miley, and if anybody wanted to donate anything, but didn't want to spend $1 million sending something from home like sheets and towels and stuff, I totally get that. But you donate and you didn't want to necessarily just send money, which no, I have not gone to get. I'm still trying to figure out the best way for me to show what I've received without sharing any private information through Cash App. So, but I haven't gotten the money order from that live's super chats yet. But I will be posting that on a video on that channel. But as far as the Amazon wish list, I did put it together, and what I ended up doing, because if I actually went off of the list that I posted on, like in the video, I'd have to try to figure out, like, if there were 5 different types of things, I'd have to figure out which one would be the one that they would want. And it was just taking too long, but I wanted to get a list together so that there was something there. No problem, Wanda, but I'm happy you're here now. Hey, Becky, be there in a minute. And ads, didn't forget, was watching Chevy and just couldn't stop. Wait, she put another video out? I haven't finished watching her video. I'm so behind on videos, it's not funny. But all right, I have to remember to ask Becky. I know she didn't put out another video. I would have seen another video. Hold the phone. I thought I gave you a thumbs up, Kathy. I guess not, but I did now. Let's see. Chevy Rose stuff. No, so she's just watching the last video. Okay. No. Okay. Anyway, the Amazon list. So what I did, my local SPCA, on their website, they have most of the stuff. They have links to certain like specific things that they're looking for. So what I did was I went to those links, and then I went to those links, and then I added this, whatever it was, to a special wish list that I created that says Empty Your Closet for Natalie. I just added. Now, there are a couple things that are very expensive, like rolling cart to be able to, move stuff around for them. That's like $300. There's a couple like larger things for animals that was like 100 something or whatever. I just put everything on there because I don't know where that channel's going to go, and there may be people that have money that are willing to donate that type of thing. So I just put everything that they had on their website that I could find into the wish list. There are some like toys and pill pockets and kitty formula, dog formula, that kind of stuff. There are less expensive things obviously in there. I'm still going to go through Amazon and add some hand sanitizer, which they really desperately need, some inexpensive towels, inexpensive sheets, which they always need. I'm also going to add more latex gloves, stuff like that. I just didn't have a time to do that. But the link to that wish list is in the description box of this video and will be in every description box of every video on this channel going forward, as well as in the description box of any videos on Empty Your Closet for Miley. Things have been a bit crazy though, because I was having issues with the second toilet that I used to have in my bathroom that I had taken out, and plumber, I'm not going to get into it, but it seems like there's always something that's happening these days. But I was having that issue. I still haven't gotten it fixed because I think they used a different size pipe back when this place was built, and now I can't. Whatever. I may just have to end up spending a couple $1,000s and actually. Yeah, it's a long story. Anyway, but that's gonna have to wait. I just need to find a temporary fix to fix what I need. But anyway, so that list is there. So if anybody does want to donate an item to the animals and have it sent to me, and I will do a video of getting it and a video of me taking it there. There is an Amazon wish list for that. And yeah, so that was a long story. I'm so frustrated. Wanda, you are just the sweetest. Thank you so much for the super chat. I said I wasn't expecting any super chats, but thank you. I'm going to go start off the list for November. I cannot believe it's November. Can you believe it's November? I mean, that's insane. It's November. But hello, Becky. I think, were you talking about Chevy's? Oh man, my nail's broken underneath the acrylic. That's what's snagging everything. Were you talking about the video that she posted like a few days ago? All right, hold on. What did I say? Oh, let me go get my notebook. Thank you so much, Wanda. You are so sweet. All right. Ow. I'm so hungry. It's just not even funny, and I don't even know why. I also want chocolate, and I don't really have any good chocolate. Ow, and any chocolate I've been buying, it hasn't really been like satiating, whatever the word is. It hasn't really been, and I still need to do the drawing for October for my my members and super chatters, but November 2021. Holy crap. Super chats. Wanda. Members, in case we get any more. I actually lost a member. Well, I lost two because Sherri is no longer a member, but I lost somebody else because I haven't seen them around in a while, but I'm hoping they're okay. Potty be right back. No problem, Kathy. Yes, I'm behind on a few of my regulars that I watch. Yeah, I know. Me too. And with her, it's funny. When I watch hers, I'll start to comment, and then I always let her know I'll be back to finish as I'm watching the video. But then it takes me all month until she posts her next video to actually watch the video, finish the previous video. And so I'll always add comments, or finally I'll just private message her and send her, oh my God, this is hysterical, or whatever the case is. And so far behind. You and me both, Becky, and I can't seem to catch up. Me either. And then I told myself, okay, I'm going to stop trying to catch up, and I'm just going to stay current, like from today. I'm just going to stay current from here. Every time I do that, I still get behind, and it's driving me up a wall because I just can't stay. I can't stay caught up anymore, and it's driving me bonkers. Okay, so do you guys want to play a game? Do you guys want to just chat? Do you guys have any questions for me? Whether it's items, me, Miley, my mom, Florida, yarn, whatever the case is. I don't know. You guys tell me. But, oh, that's what I was saying I'm frustrated with. So this watch, from what I understood, I thought it was supposed to be GPS tracking of steps. So like I would physically have to be walking or moving or whatever to get my steps in. This is the second or third time where I've been sitting for a minimum of half hour. And all of a sudden it says, congratulations, you hit your steps. Okay. I haven't moved in a half hour. How did I just jump up like 500 steps? So I think it is also based on movement. Okay. It's at 5,033. I'm going to write that down. I talk with my hands. So the more I'm talking with my hands, we're going to see. Somebody remind me, if it's before you leave, if you're not here until the end, or if you're here until the end, remind me to check my watch to see where my steps are, because clearly it takes a while for it to catch up, or it counts all my hand movements. It counts all my hand movements. I didn't have to wait because it just jumped up 10 steps, 11 steps since I said where it was. I mean, I know a lot of watches do that. So crocheters, knitters, stuff like that use their hands a lot and whatever, you hit your steps without even moving anywhere. But it's also quite frustrating at the same time. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you wouldn't mind doing so, whether you're leaving or coming in or just hanging out and don't remember, because I sometimes forget, I would greatly appreciate it. I found out if your hands are moving and the extra steps, I think mine counts my crocheting. Right. And that's how my old watch was. I can sit here, do this just to test it, and there go my steps. They fly off the charts. This one, I even asked a question. They said no. It's strictly GPS tracked. So you would actually have to be physically moving to have the steps count. Not so much. Because it just went up another 10 steps. So whatever. Wanda, that's how I cheat. You are so funny. I totally lost. I lost what I was going to say. I was going to tell you guys something and I totally forgot what it was. All right. Well, Wanda said she's up for anything. Does anybody else want to play a game right now? Or do you guys just want to chit chat right now? You guys tell me. I'm so hoping the payment I made at the beginning of this chat actually gets counted for today. I'm going to be so sad if it doesn't. But I will call to ask them to reverse the late fee. I know that's not necessarily fair, but I never ask that. I'm never late. Never, ever, 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 ever late. So I never have to ask for it. But I'm going to if they assess it. She's kind of sort of being a good girl. But you see her tail? It's going to get her in trouble. You don't even have to see it. You should probably hear it. Relax your face. Relax the face. Relax your little face. And I was very happy to know when we met with our CPA, or our accountant, that I explained to her what it was that what my ultimate goal was with Empty Your Closet for Miley. And I told her, I went ahead and I did the video and I explained that this is what I'm planning on doing. And if, you donate something where you live, if you wouldn't mind doing it on behalf of Empty Your Closet for Miley, so that the name can get out there. She's like, oh my God, great. That's a good idea. And then I said, and for full transparency, I let people know that once I receive, if anybody sends it to, that if they want to send it to me, I will then donate it to my local SPCA, but I'll do a video showing me opening it and then showing me dropping it off. And she's like, exactly. She goes, perfect. She's like, I'm glad. She's like, thank you for thinking that through and actually doing it. That's how you should be setting it up and letting people know whatever. She goes, I've had people that want to do this, but when I've tried to explain, and I was like, I don't even know what made me think of those steps, but I'm grateful that she confirmed that I was on the right track and was telling everybody the right stuff. I'm just listening, so whatever you all decide. Okay. Anyway, so the yarn I just got from you, and thank you, by the way, I'm making a baby blanket by using a white yarn with it. Oh, how cool. That'll be nice. Can you show a picture of it on my Facebook page? You don't have to. I'm kidding. You don't have to. But can you send me a picture? I don't know. Part of me wants to play, but part of me wants to work on this project. But the bigger part of me is outweighing the working on the project because I just want to relax and hang out with you guys. But at the same time, I really need to finish this project. So I'm like really torn because I really want to play a game. No. Relax your face. You don't get attention normally right now. You would normally be sleeping. So why do you want attention? Because I'm not normally giving you attention right now. So you should be fine with me not giving you attention. Why are you trying to be a little drama queen? Little drama queen. What the heck is that? Dude! What the hell? Your tail is getting you into trouble. You know that? Your tail is getting you into trouble, you little shit. What? What? Of course I can. What project, hon? Oh, one of my two most recent commission pieces. It's a booty pillow, but the other reason why I don't want to work on it, it's white. So I already have a towel that I lay on top of me, which makes me even more hot. And I'm already uncomfortable sitting on my bed because this chair is not comfortable for me to crochet on. And on my bed, on my bed, it's better, but still not comfortable. I can't wait until I can move all this crap and get my rocking chair. But so I have a towel on me that hasn't been introduced to her, although it's still in the air and it's going to get on there, but at least I'm not doing it directly on my bed or even on my lap. I mean, my lap is always filled with her fur too. So I always get as much of it off of me, but I also don't want to be working on it because she's going to be up and down and the fur is going to be all over it. And it's stark white. So, I mean, I also, everybody know anytime I make anything and all my listings say I have a smoke-free pet friendly home. And when people order something, I confirm that they are not like allergic to dogs because I let them know there will inevitably be at least one dog fur on your project. Although I'm very careful, very, very careful when I'm making items that I'm selling to not get fur on it. And I always go over it with a lint roller and stuff just to try to make sure. But on white, it's going to be obvious. And so far, knock on wood, nothing. But yeah. I mean, I guess I could work on the other one, which is like a khaki. No, wait. This white one is getting the khaki thong, and then the other one is the dark brown. Nazdravya. Thank you. You just sneezed all over me. The dark brown booty with the pink thong, but what's up, little face? What's up? What's up, my little face? What's up, little faces? Oh, you didn't say hi to your peeps officially, huh? Is that what's bugging you? You want to say hi to your peeps? Say hi, my peeps. Hi, my peeps. Okay, you said hi, now go lay down. You said hello, now go lay down. Haha, you almost fell off the bed. That wasn't funny, but it kind of was. Go lay down, little monkey face. You got stinky breath. Go lay down, little stinky face. Go lay down, little stinky face. You know I don't have anything for you. I mean, I have the peanut butter filled one, but I don't know if you're going to really be happy with that one. And you're probably not. It's probably going to take you 2 seconds to get through, and then you're going to be done. Hi, Miley, baby girl. Work on your project. We can crochet and chat. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying before you got here. I was saying my stop. That hurts when I move like that. I've told you guys a million times, I count everything when I'm crocheting. Like everything is counted, even if I don't need to count it, and I know I don't need to count it, I'm always counting it because that's just that's the relaxing part for me. My problem with I mean, I did do the last, well, not the last, but the last decrease row before I have to do, I think, like 4 or 5 rows of just single crochets around. But and as long as I can count that first row and I can make sure I have the right number of stitches, and then I just feel along, it's fine. But my concern is I'm like literally full of her fur. I'll play it by ear. But I really want to play. I don't want to crochet right now. I know that's horrible and that sounds bad. And I think if I was more comfortable, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would want to then be doing it all the time. Oh, that's weird. I'm like going to find everything to do except crochet right now. Has anybody seen the commercials with Mr. T in them? I swear he's not aged. Okay, I mean, he's aged a little, but he's so not aged compared to like when he was in A-Team and stuff. Although I didn't really watch that regularly. Sorry, I just saw a commercial come on with him in it. And it made me think about the fact that I thought about that the last time I saw the commercial. And have you guys seen these Uber Eats commercials with Elton John? And I don't know who this other guy is. I don't really follow them. Like, I don't know. Some commercial, like there was a commercial my mom and I were watching earlier. Oh, I think it was for Kohl's. And yes, Uber Eats. Does it make sense to you? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But we were watching a Kohl's commercial, and I think it was, unless I missed something in the beginning of it, it showed, I'm guessing it was the grandfather turning on a record player, and the grandson reached over to the grandmother and had her get up, and they started dancing. I asked my mom, like, what does that have to do with Kohl's? And like I said, we could have missed the beginning part, which would have set the tone for the commercial. But I was like, I don't know. There are sometimes commercials and I'm like, what does this have to do with whatever it is? And the thing is there are so many commercials that I'll remember the commercial, like what was happening, but I would never know what it was actually for. Like whether it was for, Progressive, no, because that's the little guy, but no, that's Geico. I'm trying to think of ones right now off the top of my head, but there are commercials where I'm like, yeah, I know that commercial, but I have absolutely no idea what it was for. Like nothing at all. And if we didn't have, smartphones that you can instantly look it up, I would never know what the product was that they were selling, because I remember the commercial, but I have no idea what it was for. Hello, Becky, and all nice to see you. Hey, Suzanne, welcome. How are you? A guy sitting on rocking horses, Elton and a rock. Yes, that one. And he's like, do you have a quid or, like money? And they just had Uber Eats delivered. They just had Uber Eats delivered, and everything is, just ostentatious and you could tell they're made out of tons of money. But yeah, he doesn't have the money for the rocket ship or whatever he's sitting on. I don't get the correlation between all of that and Uber Eats. It's like I spent all my money on Uber Eats, and so now I don't have any money to put into this rocket or rocking horse or whatever it is I'm sitting on. Or I don't get it. I don't, yeah. No, I get that he's Rocket Man. That's not the thing. My thing is what does him not having the money to make it go have anything to do with Uber Eats? Wanda or Kathy or Amy. Anyway, I don't know. Never could figure it out if it was to pay for the food or to start the rocket. I took it as he didn't have the money to start the rocket because the other guy was still, whatever. I can't remember what he's sitting on, but whatever. No. Thank you, Leanne. Oh, I did. Leanne, you haven't been talking, so I forgot that you are lurking. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thanks, Amy. So anyway, just one commercial though that I absolutely love. Was it for Progress? Was it Geico or was it Progressive? With the tag team in it. And they're saying about the ice cream. And he's like, sprinkles. I swear I have saved shows that I recorded after watching them because it still had that commercial, because the commercial is very rarely on anymore. But I watch everything before I give it away. I don't. I've actually had more people ask me not to than to do it because they could have an allergy. I mean, I would not use something. I would use something that is supposed to be like hypoallergenic or unscented or whatever. But I've had people request that I not wash anything before, but I sell the items versus give them away. So I don't know if that would make a difference for you, but I thought that would be a good thing also. But sorry, I was too late. No problem, Wanda. Was waiting to see if stayed appropriate for DIY. Because I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know that that's what you're doing while you're enjoying the live, but I figured, well, just in case. But I guess it's smart to watch because you do never know. But with the anonymous part, that's where I was kind of like, if her name was just her name, that would be one thing. But with the anonymous, it kind of was like, I use all free and clear and run through dryer with all free and clear sheets. All free and clear. Got it. And that makes sense. When I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, that's probably too high of a percentage. I'm gonna say at least 60% of the people ask me not to wash, or ask if I do typically do, and please don't. So I just across the board don't do it because I would rather not take the chance. Sometimes if they're friends, I'll tell them to put their own sting on the item. Relax. Last week you just went to sleep. Why don't you just go to sleep now? Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Pretend you did everything and you're tired and just go to sleep. There. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you can go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. Didn't work, huh? What am I missing? What am I missing? No face. Little face, little face. Look at your fur's flying everywhere. You know? Your fur's just flying everywhere. It's all over in the air. All over in the air. It's on the blinds. It's everywhere. Your fur is just everywhere. It doesn't matter how much I dust or vacuum or sweep or whatever. Yeah. You're just everywhere. And you're just too cute. You're just too cute with these little cheekies. True, Becky. My friends and I all share dog hair because our critters play together too. They have grown up together just like our kids. Aw, that's sweet. I love it. Here's another one that's going to pull your fur out. What the heck? Miley, it's like glue or something. You probably went into that. We got to cut that rubber tree down. It's huge. Oh my gosh, it's on your butt too. Dude. Did you what did you get into? You're a dirty dog. You are a dirty little dog. And now I'm putting it on the floor. I need to sweep it up. Anyway, All right, well, maybe I'll go ahead and pull out the peanut butter BONE and see if that quiets her down. And then maybe I'll have a cashew cluster. My mom and I went to Marshall's in the area that our accountant is in. Because sometimes we like to go to the stores that we will go to locally, but that aren't local, just to see like what may be different. Yeah, Lowe's was totally different because I wanted to get what I thought would be the next best part for my toilet situation. Or it's in my unit that my aunt and uncle had built this mother-in-law suite on. I have my living room, I have this bedroom, and then I have the bathroom and a kitchen that can't have doesn't have a stove, and it can't have a full-size fridge. It's just the way the permitting is. But in the bathroom, it's one bathroom that has two toilets. There's a shower stall, a toilet, a counter, like a vanity, a full to the ceiling wall, but it's halfway out. So there's like a little walkway, and then another toilet. There used to be another toilet, which of course that always throws anybody off. Anytime we said we have two toilets, they're like, you mean two bathrooms? No, two toilets in one bathroom. Anyway, after they both passed away, and when I ended up deciding to move in here, I had that second toilet there for a while because I really didn't know what I was going to. It would be a great place to do full storage, but so after I had my flood in here, which was not a toilet issue, and then kept having issues with my toilet, the suggestion was take the toilet out. We'll cap it or we'll plug it, because otherwise it's going to be a few $1,000s, because then we got to, officially do this, and then we have to get the tile and this, that, the other, whatever. And I was like, no, I just spent thousands of dollars after my flood and whatever. So we got a plumber. He pulled the toilet out, but he did a really temporary plug that isn't designed to be in there for long at all. And it was in there for a while. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a temporary plug. From what he made it sound like, it was going to be fine until such time, whether it's tomorrow or a couple of years down the road, do whatever I decide to do in there. So it basically fell into the pipe, and so now I'm having gases and all this other crap. And so I call Lowe's and I'm like, do you have a better or more permanent plug? Not permanent, but more permanent than this type of plug. And he's like, yeah, measure the pipe. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay. So then I get to Lowe's. I had to hurry because this all happened yesterday before I had to leave to pick up my mom to then go to our meeting. And and I'm so grateful for two amazing friends that I was able to that I ended up vending to that. Yeah. Anyway, so I go in there and I tell him the measurements of the pipe and the opening, 3 1/4 and 3 1/2 inches. So he gives me this plug and he goes, here you go. And I said, is this really going to work? It's 3 inches. And he goes, yes. He goes, just go ahead and tighten it and it'll go ahead and seal. And da, da, da. I'm like, but the holes are 3 1/2 and 3 1/4 inches. It'll work. Don't worry. Okay. I pay. I come home. I'm having to hurry. I have like maybe a half hour to do this, get ready, I had taken her to my mom's house because I didn't want her sitting in here with the fumes. So I get in. Stop. No. Relax. No. Roll over and relax. Absolutely not. So I come back, put on my gloves, go to put it in. It kind of sat there, but then as I'm tightening it, it kind of like wiggled in. So I was like, okay, I didn't think this was going to work. So I go ahead and I'm trying to tighten it, but then it just falls right into the pipe. And I was like, I knew, why would you put a 3-inch anything into a 3 1/4 at the smallest hole? Wait a minute. What am I missing here? Okay, no, I already read that. Hi, Natalie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know, Becky. I'm tired. I just cleaned my kitchen up and started to pre-cook for tomorrow. You know what? I really need to do that, but we never have time to even cook what we're going to eat that day. But that is too funny, that commercial. The sprinkles one? Yeah. Okay, sitting with my lunch now. I can join in properly. That's terrible to have to deal with, Natalie. Thank you, Leanne. Natalie, enjoy your lunch. Natalie, don't you know us women don't know anything about plumbing or how to measure things? So I'm like, okay, so it falls into the pipe. I'm like, great. So now I got to put my hand down this toilet pipe. I'm like, all right. So I gently went in and did it. No. I got it out. I clean it off. I'm like, this is just so disgusting. And I'm like, I got to hurry. What the hell am I going to do? I can't leave her in here because there's fumes. I can't tighten this to seal it off. So I was able to just gingerly place it over the hole without, I tightened it. I pulled it out and I tightened it all the way and just placed it on the hole, praying it wasn't just going to fall in. Knock on wood, it hasn't. But I go to Lowe's where our accountant is, and she wants to go for, no, she doesn't. That's the thing. I went to go take her before and she wouldn't go. She had absolutely no interest in it. She's wanting attention. That's her problem. Hey, Denny, how did I miss you? How are you? Welcome, my friend. So I go to the Lowe's over there and I said, this is what the situation is. Or no, I asked the guy, I said, do you work in I was in the plumbing department. And I said, do you work in the plumbing department? And he's like, yes, I do. I said, okay. So I explained the situation to him and I said, from my understanding, you guys don't carry a 3.5-inch plug. But I figured maybe I could try the 4-inch just to see if that'll work. And he's like, I have absolutely no idea. You know, I couldn't tell you. I know nothing about plumbing. Okay, so you work in the plumbing department at Lowe's, but you know nothing about plumbing. Thank you so much. So there was a customer in the aisle and he was pulling some stuff down for plumbing stuff. And my mom goes, do you happen to know anything about plumbing? And he's like, it depends on what it is. Why? And so I told him the situation and he goes onto his Lowe's app and he pulls up the piece and he goes, okay, well, it's in aisle BW, whatever. Well, none of us knows what the BW is. Now we know it's the back wall. So he's like, come on, let's go. So he walks over with me to an associate. He explains, you know, and he's like, did I get that right? And I was like, awesome customer. He was amazing. And so he walks over to the part and he's like, we start talking about it, whatever. And so I get this 4-inch part. They don't carry 3.5. They make them. It's a different brand, but Lowe's doesn't carry it. Neither does Home Depot. I have to get it online. But so he's like, I don't know if this is going to work because even the outer hole is only 3.5 inches. He's like, it's probably not, but it may be able to sit in there better than. I said, that's what I was thinking. So, or at least to get me until I can figure out what it is I need and can get it. So we do that. Then we go to Marshall's and then I think we grab something. No, we didn't grab something to eat. And then we drive home. So we get home and I'm like, I'm going to go see if this part fits. So I go over there, like not even at all, because the top part of it is also 4 inches and the bottom is slightly in because it expands as you tighten the nut. So I figured maybe it's 4 inches at its max, evidently. So I was like, maybe it would work. Nope. Too big. Like it wouldn't even do anything. But having had just the 3-inch one, because this customer was like, well, you know, when I've had to do like a quick fix in a situation when I remodeled and took a toilet out, I just got one of those styrofoam cups that's, you know, that's, what's the word? That's tapered. He goes and just put it in there. He goes, it'll at least stop the gases to come up. He's like, that's a really temporary fix, like a few hours, maybe a day. He's like, but it could help. I'm like, yeah, the YouTube video I watched showed somebody stuffing a towel into it. And he's like, well, that could also work, but, and I was like, yeah, I know. So I went ahead and I just propped the 3-inch one in there, which is still in there, because I'm trying to find out from somebody, will the 3.5-inch work? Although the 3.5 one, I don't know how it expands because it doesn't have a nut to tighten. So I may just go ahead and order it and see what happens. But I need to take, they told me I could take the 3-inch one back to Lowe's. I'm like, it's been, it's been in the depths of whatever. They said, that's fine. Just clean it off, bring it in, and we'll take it back. I was like, okay. Sweet dreams, Natalie, Miley, and everyone. Hugs. Sweet dreams, Kathy. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hugs to you and lots of love and prayers, everything. Thank you. Again, I know there's so many people that you share your time with, and I know I appreciate the time you spend here. So thank you very much, my friend. So anyway, so that's still an issue. The 3-inch one is sitting just propped up. I'm waiting. I'm not waiting. I keep praying every time I flush my toilet that it doesn't like somehow like suck it in or whatever, but please don't let that happen now that I've said it out loud. No! You're not going to get any extra attention just because you're getting in my face. Yes, you are, because I'm telling you to be quiet, so that's giving you attention. But I don't want you barking because that's loud on your peeps' ears. That's loud on your peeps' ears. You know that. Oh, you're irritated because you heard me say, I'll go ahead and get your thing, and I haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. You are a little face. Look at this. Oh, I didn't mean to scratch your lip. I'm so sorry. None of your peeps have been like saying, go get her stuff. They must think you don't need it. They must think you don't need it. Okay, let me give you one of these. You need to lay down. No, you need to lay down. Lay down. Miley, lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Sit. No lapka. No lapka. No, I don't want you to do a lapka. Now, dai lapku. Good girl. Dai druhu lapku. No, druhu lapku. Good girl. Why don't you sit pretty for your friend peeps? Sit pretty. Miley, you know how to sit pretty. No, sit pretty. Sit pretty. Up. Miley, up. Oh, you can't because you keep falling on the bed. Okay, I'll give you an A for effort. Okay. You couldn't do it because you kept falling on the bed because you're sitting awkwardly. Has she had a yet done treat time? Treat time. See, Aunt Leanne said it's treat time. You just got one before I even read it. No, I don't have any more. Don't give me your lapka. I forgot to bring her sheet. Hold on, let me get her sheet. I have the towel to put on top because it's peanut butter and it's messy, but hold on. I just hope she doesn't take it into the living room because I don't want to. Oh, wait. I have this towel. Is this her peanut butter towel? I think so. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on, Miley. Don't jump down yet. She hasn't actually had one in a while that actually was with chicken. Because one, I haven't been to either one of the stores, and two, I really haven't been in the position to get one, but I think I need to get a few. Ow! All right, hold on. I'm going to go get one. Don't all talk at once. Oh, and Amy, Regina. Uh-oh. Wait. Regina won the Halloween. Amy won. Crap, who was my surprise winner? Here, let me wash my hands really quick. All three of those prizes I'm hoping to get out by Friday. I hope you don't mind. Amy, I think you're the only one that's in the chat right now, but I mean, of the three of you. I do have the window. What the heck? What's going on? Why is that sheet so much longer on this side? Oh, I have the window cracked open because at night it's been like in the 60s. So that if there are any gases leaking, hopefully it'll just get sucked right out the window. I have it now. Yesterday, when I would walk in, you could smell it. Not in here, but mainly in the bathroom. But now I don't. So thankfully you couldn't smell it everywhere, because that would have really been horrible. But wait, sorry, I'm up to my armpits in dishcloths. Okay, Wanda. What? I was a subscriber of last month and Anita was surprised. Whenever you know that. I know. You were, no, you weren't. No, I'm talking about what you won for the special live on Friday for the super chat. It was between you and Granny D, and I did the drawing and you won. You weren't here at that time, but you won that prize. And Anita was a surprise. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Anita. So Anita's, yours, and Regina, who was the Halloween giveaway winner. I'm hoping to get all three out by Friday. So her tongue's gonna get so tired. Oh yeah, well, I had fallen asleep. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I really want to play a game. I don't want to crochet right now. I know I sound like a baby, but I really don't want the towel on me while I try to keep this on my lap. All right, I've been on for an hour and 17 minutes, so I'm going to give it until an hour. I'm going to give it 27 minutes, and that'll be an hour and 45 minutes, and then we're going to play a game or something. And I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I may not get anything done, because I may just decide to talk and not crochet. I'm kidding. Ow! But I gotta hold on. I gotta take something because ow. No, I'm not yet. All right, hold the phone. Oh man, this yarn is gonna. I'm on the end of a yarn ball, so it's gonna want to fly out of here. Okay, here's hoping. I don't see any in a quick glance, but anyway, so what's everybody working on? And I know the World Series are playing, so I know that's why a couple people aren't here right now, but what are you working on? I am going to have to count a little bit for this first row so I can make sure I have enough stitches, which I should, but the only thing is these damn holes are really irritating me, but oh, right, dishcloths. I was going to start counting out loud, which would be fine for me, but not fine for you guys. If you guys are all also crocheting, I'd be throwing everybody off. I really envy those people that can totally like I don't know if anybody follows Katie Dids, but she's the small business that I'm just going to mention tomorrow with the patterns. But on her Instagram lives, she'll just be sitting there and she's just talking and she's not counting and she's not using stitch markers, and yet she's increasing and doing this other rows and then decreasing and talking and going in the rounds and everything. Yes, they are her patterns and she's made a million of each one of these things, but still, if I'm having to do decrease rows and increase rows and everything else, you better believe I'm going to be counting that crap. And I'm using my starting stitch marker and everything else because yeah, not that good. But I envy people like that. 200, holy mackerel. I finished my hat, now I'm working on the scarf. Awesome. Amaryllis motif. This is too much of pain, so this will be my last one. Aw, guess I'll make more pineapples to starch. I get it. Damn it. Hold on. See, I shouldn't have stopped talking because now I can't remember what it was I was going to say. Pineapples. Something when I read pineapples made me think of something. Oh, my oh, what's the name of the shawl? My it was one of Shandy's patterns. The one that I did one in the confetti yarn that was very busy, so you can't really see the pattern, but it's pineapples. And holy crap, I absolutely love that patterning too. And I can't think of it. I started another one too, but honestly, I really think that unless I really enjoy working with these two premier yarns that I'm going to be introducing or showing tomorrow, I think I'm not in love with making, whether it's the pillows or the animals that I'm going to be doing. I think I really enjoy just making shawls and using the fingering weight yarns and whatever. Because honestly, even with this, my forearm, now granted, I haven't worked with thick yarn in a long time, but my forearm gets really tired. Again, I also have a tight grip, but just working the yarn constantly just really tires out my arm. And yeah, I'm finishing off a mosaic beanie. Oh, awesome. I want to see beanie for my grandson's birthday on the 17th. Then for this birthday, we do gift cards. Turning 13 is a difficult birthday to buy for, in my opinion. Yeah, I get that. I can't remember what age. I can't remember what age it was that my mom started doing gift cards, but all of her nieces, my cousins and nephews, my cousins, live in Canada. So that was also a difficult thing. And the crazy thing is, and I don't know that it's still the case because once they turned 18, things changed. But depending on what store they liked, like one of my cousins liked Aeropostale. Is that how you say it? And Banana Republic, I think, for a time. We couldn't buy the American ones to send up there. So my mom, she wanted to actually get the physical cards and send them and get them physical cards, not just an e-card. And so she would order them from them. They would ship them to us and then we could send it back up to them to use. And we're like, I mean, I get it. I get it. They're programmed with American dollars, but it should be sophisticated enough that it could, but it is what it is. So, but yes, 13 is a difficult birthday to buy for. Did you get the stingray shawl done? No, I haven't touched one of my shawls since I started the pillows and stuff. And I haven't even really worked on the pillows and stuff because I just haven't had time. So no. I know where it is. It's right there. But no. I haven't gotten any further on my the Malay shawl, which is the color, the fade shawl, which I was loving working on. Honestly, I'm hoping I remember. I'm hoping I made it clear where it was that I stopped so that I can pick it up quickly. But hold on. Again, I just want to make sure I have the right number of stitches on this row. Ow. See, with the tight stitches that I do and working with this thick yarn, my forearm just gets really tired. Now, that is also why I used to have, like, this arm used to be built more than this arm when I used to make baby blankets primarily in blanket yarn. But it's been a while since I've actually worked with blanket yarn. I mean, not really, because I mean, I made all those pillows, but with working all these pillows, it's just been tiresome. Okay, I'm making myself one hopefully after Christmas. Oh, cool. I think you'll enjoy it. The Stingray, I really do like it, and I love working it with the lace weight. Yes, I'm double stranding the lace weight, but she quadruple strands the lace weight. Wait a minute. Yeah, because she goes from the inside and the outside and quadruples two of her lace weight hanks, well, cakes. But that makes a really tiny one, like for her. That's why I'm just double stranding it. Also because I only had 2 skeins of the lace weight. I didn't have 4, but she also uses, isn't it 2 different colors? I think, I don't remember, but good night, Suzanne. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Crap, where did I stop? I think I stopped at 40. No, it had to be 30. It had to be 30. Hold on. Maybe what the hell? Hold on. I gotta count these stitches because that's not making sense. Okay. But that doesn't make sense either. What the hey? Hold on. Yeah. All right, so I have enough stitches. So that's good. Ow. Yes, she does. I'm going to do it out of 2 weight with Stellina. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that'll be nice. Wait, 2 weight is sport, right? Because fingering is 1. I think that'll look great. Ow, my back. Holy cow. Yeah, that'll look really pretty, I think. You know what? I maybe I'll I don't know. Maybe the next Stingray I do, I'll use a fingering weight. Are you double stranding it, or are you just using a 2 weight? Yeah, that, I think that's going to look great. That's going to look really nice. But I'm wondering if I double stranded a fingering weight with it. Although, I mean, I really do like it with the lace weight, but I don't know. I really want to just talk my way out of not doing this. I have 15 more minutes till time is up. That I gave myself anyway. See, I hate these freaking holes. You guys can't see them, but I can. I can see you through the hole. I mean, I guess I could technically do that through any of the holes if I pull them apart, but thankfully this is white and the polyfill is white, but I will double it. Oh, okay, cool. I can't wait to see that. But I don't know. Oh, I just had that other shawl on the tip of my tongue. Oh, for crying out loud. It's gone. I don't have it anymore. I love her patterns. I recently printed out Fridays. I think I printed out. I've been printing out the knitted ones, but I'm not really. I don't know that I'm going to be jumping into her knit patterns right away. But I figured when she does them free, what does it hurt to have them? So I always print the crochet and the knit ones. But I have like a huge stack of her patterns. I guess I don't really even need to print them until I'm ready to do them, but I like to have them. But now I need to get, and it was funny, I didn't realize that I had started an Amazon wish list for stuff. I think there were a couple like adult coloring books, like the fun ones. And I had, I think, 2 different crochet or like crafting notebooks to be able to track patterns and stitch and hook size or needle size and all that kind of stuff. I totally had no idea that I had ever created it, and I didn't realize that I had it public this whole time. See right there, and these aren't even increases anywhere, but the holes are ridiculous. What the heck? I mean, this one is like huge. Oh, that pisses me off. In video tutorial, she even doubles the DK3 weight she shows. Really? I don't know that I remember seeing her video tutorial on that one. Poke your tongue out, we will. You're funny. I was like, what are you talking about? But I get what you're talking about now. I don't know. What do I do after this? Oh, then I'm back to decreases after this row, and 3 more rows. The other thing is I think the other thing that kind of doesn't float my boat when it comes to these pillows and stuff and the animals and stuff is it's all single crochet. Yes, there's increases and decreases, but it's all the same stitch all the time, going around and around and around and around and around and around, and there's like no variation. That's why I like the Malay shawl. There are, I forget how many row repeats, but yes, there are repeats, but the rows are still different. And I mean, you've got the extended double crochet and the this and the that and whatever, and it kind of keeps the monotony out of it. Plus, you're like, if you're working with a variegated yarn or different colored yarns or whatever, you've got variation to it versus it just being the same thing. The only way to stop the gaps is to crochet tighter by using a smaller hook, but that compromises the size the project ends up being. Right. And if I were to make this in the recommended hook size, it would be like tiny. And I did the boob pattern, the boob pillow. Did I do the recommended hook size? No, I think I did a 9mm instead of an 8mm. And it came out good. Although now I realize I could have stuffed it a little bit more, but if I did, it probably would have showed it. But I did start out, the first one that I started out with and started to stuff, I did it with the 8mm, and it was tiny, and I still was able to see the stuffing in certain parts. So I'm like, I don't know. But this is the the booty pillow, and there are the cheeks, which when I did my original one, I was stuffing along the way. Same thing with the penis and the boob pillows, but even with watching Natalie crocheting when she does them, actually with the boob pillow, she waits until she's almost completely closed to start stuffing. And then I know somebody had recommended with the penis pillow to start stuffing it or to stuff it as you're working up with it. With the 19-inch one, my smallest one, that's fine because it's not that huge. But like with the 3-foot, or even the one that's kind of going to be between the two of them, I can't, because first of all, it's uncomfortable because you're trying to work in the rounds with something that's, long and stuffed. And plus you have no room to be able to maneuver it and to be like with the 3-foot when I tried to do it, and I had to unstuff most of it, and then I just stuffed it at the end. And yes, it could be more complicated to get it fully stuffed when you're doing that, but not really. I mean, I really didn't have that much of a problem. I was still able to shape it and mold it and everything, and I was able to get it stuffed properly. So I was like, you know what? From now on, I'm just stuffing it towards the end because I'm still able to work with it, and it's easier to actually crochet it without it being stuffed. But everybody has their own way that things are comfortable. So I don't think there's really a right or wrong way to doing it. I don't know if it's because of the World Series and that's why it's so slow, or if it's, I think I think Dana's live right now. I haven't seen her in my live in a while, but I know they started doing lives at 10 or their live starts at 10, so I get it. And I think there may be even somebody else that is live during my time. Yes, I take up 4 hours typically, but so inevitably somebody else is going to be live during that time. But good night, everyone. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, Denise. You too. Have a great night. Sweet dreams, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Or they're finding it boring that I'm crocheting because I never crochet, and I know a lot of others do, and they come here for other stuff. But yay, 6.5 more minutes. I'm counting the time. Just like we're kind of we are counting the time to be done at the office too, December 31st. But although we know that if they need something, we're gonna not help them, but for the bulk of the stress and the craziness, we're gonna be done. So grateful for that. Totally grateful for that. I think I'm gonna I need to finish the middle way size between my small one and the large penis pillow and take it to work with me. I'm gonna probably leave it in the car. because my boss's daughter kept saying that she wanted to get one. She wanted to get one for her dad, my boss, for Christmas. And I was like, I don't know that he's going to want the penis pillow. I'm pretty sure he's going to want the butt or the boob pillow. But she said she has a bunch of friends that she thinks will get a kick out of them. So I asked her if she can just go ahead and share my Etsy shop and stuff with them. And but she was like, I don't want to I'll commission a piece after Christmas so that, I don't get in the way and you don't, lose out. And I was like, no, seriously, just go ahead and order it now. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and once I finish the middle of the way one, take it or keep it in my car and take it to the office so she can see it. I think I just put the bottom of the bag on something that shouldn't get fur on it either, but I am going to crash. I am finally exhausted after not sleeping good for 2 nights. Love, hugs, and prayers, everyone. Good night, my friend. Yes, please get some sleep. Sweet dreams. Love, hugs, and prayers to you too, my dear, dear friend. Yeah, we're down to like 6 people. So now that I shouldn't have crocheted. I should have just played the game, because now I don't know if anybody's here that wants to play the game, or if we're going to have any responses or anything. Good night, hun. Are you leaving one, or are you saying good night to Amy? Whew, that was really sour or tart. Okay. Okay, I know Wanda's up for anything. So is anybody else up for playing a game? And Wanda, you may have to be the deciding person on which game. All right. So After Hours, Family Feud, or I Wish I Didn't Know. Whoever says it first is the way we're going to go. I didn't even intend to rhyme. I don't have any playing cards. Do I? That would be kind of one-sided, wouldn't it? I wouldn't be able to see anything. You wouldn't. Well, you would be able to see, but I wonder if they have an online version of Go Fish. I was really wanting to find a game that was the, bullshit game, BS game, but they have them, except from the descriptions of them, I don't know if they would really work in this type of a situation. I will answer when I can. I'm just enjoying listening. Wish I didn't know. Okay, so I wish I didn't know. Becky, even though she says she's not going to play, she chose the game. No, I'm just kidding. Becky will answer when she can. We haven't played. Well, actually, I think, last week, or was it Friday? Did we play on Friday? I think on Friday we played Family Feud, and then Tuesday we played I Wish I Didn't Know, or did we not play on Friday and I don't know, whatever. So, okay, we did all, I don't know if you can see. You see how there's shrink wrap or whatever on here? We played all of these cards so far, and we have only these left. Craziness, I tell you. But now I got to get them out. Oh, that was easy enough. Okay. No problemo. I thought I broke it. I thought I broke it. Hold on, got to get comfy. Okay, one, no problem. I kind of want a cashew cluster, but I don't want to sit here chewing like a cow on camera. Not that I don't with my gummy bears, but somebody's thirsty after all that peanut butter. Uh-oh, she's coming up. So maybe not. All right. Okie dokie. We're ready. The idea of what is beautiful is always changing. At one time, for hundreds of years, this was considered sexy in Japan. A, stained black teeth. B, man tits. C, long nose hair. Or D, braided ass hair. The idea of what is beautiful is always changing. At one time, for hundreds of years, this was considered sexy in Japan. A, stained black teeth. B, man tits. C, long nose hair. D, braided ass hair. I seriously would not think any of these things would be, but no, it's not D. So it's either A, stained black teeth, B, man tits, or C, long nose hair. To each his own, I suppose. Yes, Becky got it. It's A, stained black teeth. What? Hey, Crystal, welcome. How are you? So for hundreds of years, stained black teeth were considered sexy in Japan. Okie dokie. Whatever they say. I know, right? I mean, braided ass hair is kind of crazy too, but yeah. All right, next. How many animals are killed annually to stuff your face? A, 1.5 billion, B, 800 million, C, 72 billion, or D, 23 billion. So there were 3 billions and then the 800 million. So I know, right? Hey, Chad, I am well, just tired after driving 2 hours. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, that would be tiring. But at least you're safe at home now, or maybe wherever you are, you're supposed to be, but you're there safely. So that's what counts. All right, so how many animals are killed annually to stuff your face? A, 1.5 billion, B, 800 million, C, 72 billion, or D, 23 billion? Yes, Wanda got it. It's C, 72 billion. Wow. When you think of it in that perspective, craziness. All right, next one. Here's a drug side effect they don't mention in the commercials. A guy took an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds and it left him with A, a stiff neck from not swallowing fast enough, B, a 24-hour raging hard-on, or C, a 1-inch dick, or A, permanently disabled testicle. Here's a drug side effect they don't mention in the commercials. A guy took an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds and it left him with A, a stiff neck from not swallowing fast enough, B, a 24-hour raging hard-on, C, a 1-inch dick, or D, a permanently disabled testicle. It's an amazing figure, isn't it? I know. Crystal got it. C, a 1-inch dick. Like permanently? So an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds and it left him with a 1-inch dick. Could you imagine? I couldn't imagine. I would say E, a sore. Yeah, me too, had I thought of it. Oopsie. Hold on. Ow! That hurt. All right. Okay. How old was Shigeo Takuta, the world's oldest porn star, when he started performing? A, 52, B, 70, C, 75, or D, 104? Shrunk that baby, no kidding. How old was Shigeo Takuta, the world's oldest porn star, when he started performing? A, 52, B, 70, C, 75, or D, 104? Yeah, Wanda got it right. B, 70 years old. Wow. I don't know about that. 104, that's how old my ex Nana was when she passed away. All right. This penis type Okay, this penis type makes for the largest erections. A, short ones. B, uncircumcised ones. C, wide ones. Or D, curved ones. Huh. Interesting. I know my point. All right, so this penis type makes for the largest erections. A, short ones. B, uncircumcised ones. C, wide ones. Or D, curved ones. Yeah, Crystal got it. It's A, short ones. That's not a like 100% of the time thing though. I know it's not. But A, short ones is the answer. Growers. But that's not the case 100% of the time. It is in certain instances, but all right, you may think your kitchen is clean, but this place has more germs than your toilet. A, the faucet. B, ice cube maker. C, inside the dishwasher. Or D, the counters. I actually knew this. Not that I've measured too many. Hey, Regina, welcome. How are you? I actually knew this one because it's also something I don't steer clear of, but should steer clear of in restaurants also. Wanda, you're on a roll. It's B, the ice cube maker. Has more germs than your toilet. And I've heard that if you actually tested like automatic ice cube makers or just ice cube the ice cube well, I think it's more the makers at restaurants, you would never get ice again. Just saying. All right, next one. I still get ice though, but I think about it each time I order ice or get ice, especially from this one restaurant. It's a Chicago hot dog place near us, and they have the best hot dogs and great tamales. And well, not like the traditional tamales, but they're the little round ones that they freeze and like. But they bring us back to Chicago times anyway. Certain areas in there leave a lot to be desired, and anytime I get ice out of the ice machine, I'm like, I don't want to think about what's in there. Same as water coolers if you don't clean it regularly. Yep. All right, your favorite restaurant looks clean, but germs live on every surface. Which restaurant item has more germs and bacteria than the toilet in the men's room? What is the comparison with the toilets and bathrooms? My water tastes so bad here that I've only made ice cubes one time. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we are here in Florida. Some people have absolutely no problem drinking unfiltered water right from the tap. We can smell it and taste it, and it's funny because one of us will try it and we're like, nope, it's not good. Or this is actually not bad. And we've actually been surprised with the places that have had really good filtered water versus ones that haven't, like expensive restaurants that have the most disgusting water, and yet like these little holes in the wall that have like the best water. But I mean, it's not always the case, but in this particular instance, in this story, where I'm thinking about is, and it's just, yeah, your water is a spring. See, I don't like fresh, I guess. No, that in Wisconsin Dells, the water that we would get that like would come and trickle down from the mountains and stuff was delicious. But like Zephyr Hills, I don't like it. I can drink it while it's cold, like really cold. But once it's room temperature, I don't like it. I don't, and that goes for any bottled spring water. We always get purified. This is well water coming through 55-year-old pipes. Oh yeah, no. I can't believe you made ice one time. Miley, get out of there. Please, yeah. because people relate to toilets being dirty, but the average toilet in a home is cleaned quite regularly and not as filthy as we think. Well, you don't know how often I clean my toilet. I'm so kidding. I'm like totally kidding there. I just had to be funny. But yes, no, Miley, no. Absolutely not. Anyway, and it tastes like copper. I can imagine. Bottle spring is so different than right from the ground. Oh yeah, I totally can imagine that. You have ripped my sheets already twice. Stop. But at the same time, I want her to be quiet and go to sleep. So I may need to. No, dude. These sheets are designed to be on that side of the bed. I hope she just turns around a few times and goes to sleep. This is something that they do in the wild, and it's evidently in something they even domesticated dogs do to make themselves comfortable and feel safe and warm. You're freaking safe and warm. I'm just kidding. All right, let me read this one again. Your favorite restaurant looks clean, but germs live on every surface. Which restaurant item has more germs and bacteria than the toilet in the men's room? Just thinking about the restrooms. A, the bread basket. B, the check holder. C, the menu. Or D, the complimentary mints. I figured this one. But, I got to tell you about something. Your favorite restaurant looks clean, but germs live on every surface. Which restaurant item has more germs and bacteria than the toilet in the men's room? A, the bread basket. B, the check holder. C, the menu. Or D, the complimentary mints. Menu. Yes. C, the menu. I don't know that like bars and pubs and stuff do this anymore. I don't know. I haven't been to one in a long time. Maybe they still do. But one thing you want to steer clear of are, you know how they used to put out the communal bowls of pretzels or peanuts or trail mix or whatever? Yeah. Don't eat those, because the amount of people that don't wash their hands when they go to the restroom is ridiculous. Still, even after everything we've been through. And yeah, when you come back out and you go to the bar and you eat and everybody else is eating and then you got all the matter and everything else in there. Yeah, not fun. What was B? The check holder. Yeah, that would be a good one too. I mean, if you think about it, the menu, yes, they're supposed to clean the menus, but if you actually watch some of these places, they use the same rag that they've used on the tables, which they then use on the seats, which they then use on the menus and the what. Yeah. We try not to think about it, but yeah. All right. According to a university's microbiology study, 20% of office coffee cups are infected with A, saliva from multiple users, B, foot and mouth disease, C, fecal matter, or D, oral herpes. I mean, I just happen to mention this particular matter on things. According to, was it because I just said about the matter? Yes, fecal matter. C. That's just, seriously, I wish I didn't know. That's the name of the game. What was D again? Oral herpes. Yeah, I mean, oral herpes, saliva, foot and mouth disease. Yeah, I don't know, but the other ones. All right, next one. Men, forget trying to control your orgasm. The brain has zero control over a man ejaculating. The order comes strictly from this part of the body. A, the penis holds the power. B, the thrusting pelvis. C, those sensitive testes. Or D, the rarely thought about spinal cord. I need to share this with somebody. Hey, Chris, welcome. How are you? All right, so this goes for men. Oh, let's see where the answers are. Nope, neither one of you are right. It's not C. So, men, forget trying to control your orgasm. The brain has zero control over a man ejaculating. The order comes strictly from this part of the body. A, the penis holds the power. B, the thrusting pelvis. Or D, the rarely thought about spinal cord. Yep, Crystal got it right. It's D, the rarely thought about spinal cord. Hey, Deneen, welcome. How are you? That's interesting. I mean, if you think about it, I think it's interesting. All right. I guess if I'm chewing my gummy bears like a cow, I can have some milk chocolate cashew clusters. All right. Seriously? Becky just said, I'm still not over learning that you can eat dog in Georgia. Wish I didn't know. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that with me. Like, it's on the menu, or it's just not it's not illegal to kill a dog and eat it, or to kill a dog for food. That's horrible. I wish I didn't know that. All right. Next one. An astonishing 15%, 15% of women admitted to never looking at this in the mirror. A, their vagina. B, their naked body. C, their own butthole. Or D, all of the above. That is awful. Is that a third world country? Is it because of the culture? Wait, are we talking about Georgia as in like Atlanta, Georgia? So wrong. In some states, you can actually legally eat roadkill. Ew. Who said A first? Crystal on my side said A first. Their vagina, yes. I don't know that I'd want to eat roadkill. It was in I Wish I Didn't Know the first time we played it and I about died. Was it? Oh, wow. I can't remember that. That, I don't know. That just, I feel like I have a hair somewhere and it's driving me bonkers. Yeah, that's just gross. All right. Anyway, on to the next. If you were part of the moon landing in 1969 and you got stuck up there, NASA's plan for dealing with the situation was to A, send a rescue crew, which would take 3 months. B, shut off communication and let you die in silence. C, erase the entire mission from existence and pretend it didn't happen. Or D, produce fake footage of a safe return home. Yeah, Crystal got it. B, shut off communication and let you die in silence. Wow. You can't remember, and I can't forget. I couldn't remember that it was from this game, and I didn't remember. Yeah. That's too funny. But no, B, shut off communication and let you die in silence. I have a whole bunch of recipes for various roadkill cuisine, my deadfood.com website. Do you regularly eat roadkill? I'm just curious. I never really stopped to think of it. I mean, I know when a fire has been hit, and if it didn't die from being hit, but there's no hope for it, that people have killed it and have gotten permission to take it home and have, eaten it. But if there's a chance of it to live, because normally animal control is brought out or called out, if it's reported, that is. And if it can be saved, they will take it wherever and help them. But as far as roadkill, like a squirrel or a possum or whatever gets hit, honestly, I never really thought about it to tell you the truth. I mean, and clearly people eat it. I mean, I get it. But same in Canada, there has to be no chance of it living a good life. Yeah, exactly. I'll never eat roadkill, but somebody sent me roadkill recipes once and I became fascinated, so created a whole separate website from my recipes. Now, okay, I got it. If it's a fresh roadkill, it might be okay. Yeah, maybe if it's fresh, depending on what it is. I know here the state troopers, if a deer has been freshly hit, they send it to a processor and then donate to needy families. Oh, okay. I think if somebody doesn't stop, like they hit a deer and they don't stop, and it's reported, and whether it's a true, well, even if a trooper came out, they would still call animal control. But I believe that is what also happens, is that they will process it and then donate it to needy families. But if somebody hits it and then stops, if they report it, it's if there's any chance of it, making a recovery, then animal control takes it. But if there's no chance of recovery, then they can kill it. They can make the decision to kill it and keep it, and break it up, not break it up, you know what I mean, or that it can be picked up and taken and donated, if I'm not mistaken. Because I remember we stopped one time, we saw where my ex-husband and I lived, there were a lot of deer. And I remember we were driving and we saw the deer, and the car in front of us hit it. Was it the car in front of us or car behind us? No, it couldn't have been. The car in front of us hit it. They didn't stop. We stopped. And we pulled over, and I think there happened to be, I can't remember if it was a deputy or a trooper that was right in the area. They happened to stop, and then animal control was called out and whatever. But because there was no hope for it, and another person that pulled up said that he would take it and would use it for meat, he was able to take it. But the deer that totaled my daughter's car was picked up by the men that stopped to check on them, took it home. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what, I mean, I'm guessing if the cops never came, I don't think we had called, okay, my ex-husband was a deputy, so he had phone numbers to different people, but we called animal control because we were the only ones that had pulled over at the time. And then whether it was a deputy or a trooper that stopped because they saw us pulled over in this particular area, and then animal control showed up. But that was after this other guy pulled over. But it was so sad to watch I watched him die, take his last breath. And it was just so sad. So sad. I was like, you poor thing. But so we did that one. All right. In ancient tribes, a new king would do this with the remains of the previous king in order to take on his powers. A, wear a ring made from his anus. B, bathe him. C, eat his penis. Or D, sleep with his dead body. What? Just one deer is a lot of meat. Yeah, I know. And this was a rather small one. I don't think it was a baby, but it was just a small deer. If moose got hit, we have to call wildlife to come get it. No one can take the moose. I can imagine, but just from the sheer size of a moose. But I mean, aren't there ever people that may say, I have the means and the transportation, I'm just going to grab him? Yeah, I know. Who said? Becky got it right. Eat his penis. So in ancient tribes, a new king would do this with the remains of the previous king in order to take on his powers. Eat his penis. Gross. What? Why the hell do you have to? Oh, why would you have to eat the dead king's penis? B, please. The other answers are yuck. Nope. It was C. If a moose gets hit, the person who hit it likely isn't the one calling, though. It's hard to survive one of those hits. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, moose are huge. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen. Have I seen one in person? I don't think I've seen one in person. I've just seen pictures of them. But all right, women can be born with 2 vaginas, which can also lead to A, being super hormonal during their period, B, inability to orgasm, C, getting pregnant in both wombs, or D, super loud queefs. I actually knew this one. My nephew hit one a few years ago and lived to talk about it. Oh, well, that's a good thing. Plus, they're very tall, and so they're more likely to land on your roof and crush your skull. Yikes. I saw in movies that they'd eat the hearts of their enemies, so yeah, I guess. You guys are on a roll. Yes, C, getting pregnant in both wombs. And it's happened. Although from what the situation I have heard about, I mean, that I was going off of, there were 2. She didn't have 2 vaginas, but she had 2 uteruses. And the babies were like 3 months apart, and by different dads. Yeah. All right. South Americans are known for a dish named cuy or kai, it's C-U-Y, which is prepared by cooking this common pet. A, iguana, B, dog, C, guinea pig, or D, ferret. I realize with my ring light being over there, I don't know that you're necessarily seeing it as often in my glasses, but it's casting the lighting is weird. Okay, sorry. Yes, he was. Nope, it is not B. So South Americans are known for a dish named cuy or kai, C-U-Y, which is prepared by cooking this common pet. A, iguana, B, nope, I said it's not B. And it's not iguana. Yes, Chris got it. It's guinea pig, C. Interesting. I guess. I'm going to open my cashew clusters and consider having a bite. Although now SHE thinks it's for her. Where can I put it where it's not going to... Poor piggy. Yeah, no kidding. Wouldn't be much of a meal, more of a snack. I know, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, poor guinea pig, but they're not known to be very big. All right. Shoot. Hold on. Sorry, I had to figure something out in my head. You want one of these? Here you go. I just really want chocolate, and these aren't that good. I bought these at Marshall's yesterday. For those of you that have been here for a while, you know that we stopped at Marshall's after we met with my accountant, but these were at Marshall's, and they're really not that great. I don't know. I've had much better milk chocolate cashew clusters, but I'll share. I don't know how many are in here. I had one yesterday. My mom had one today. And they look like they're stuck together. 1, 2, there's 4 left. So I'll share with 4 of you. Or we can like cut them in half and then share with, there's 8 of you. So we'll cut them in half and each one of you can have a half. It says rich caramel and cashew pieces covered in milk chocolate and dark chocolate drizzle. I want some real chocolate though. Honestly, I would love to try chocolates from different areas that are like areas that are known for good chocolate. Like I remember back in Michigan, buying chocolates at Sanders. I'm not talking about the Sanders chocolates you can find like at Marshall's or whatever, but actually at Sanders. And there was a U of M bar. It was so yummy. It was like really great. And then like Mackinac fudge again in Michigan, but like whoever's local delicacy is, like sweet delicacy is, I would love to try that. Like just anywhere I would travel, I would love to just try their local sweets. Yes, Belgian chocolate. Catherine with Cat's Eye Catchers, very good friend. She sent me a box a while back, last year before, I can't remember. She sent me a box. She sent me some stitch markers and a couple other things. Actually, I think she sent me 2 boxes already, and each box has had Belgian chocolate. And it's funny because she sent me, I kept talking about Smarties. Our Smarties are the little candy, the different colored like pastel colored candies, whereas Smarties in Canada are similar to our M&Ms. Little different, but similar to our M&Ms, and come in a colorful box. That's what, and so she was, because I kept talking about Smarties, she sent me 2 boxes of Smarties from there, which are like Canada's Smarties. And I was like, oh, I know these Smarties. I used to get them all the time anytime I went up to Canada. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that. She goes, but every time you talk about Smarties and you kept, I would see that they're candy. I'm like, that's not what we have. But yes, Belgian chocolate from Belgium. Oh my gosh, she sent me this one chocolate bar. I think it had hazelnut. It was milk chocolate and hazelnut. Oh, but it was like a hazelnut cream inside. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. True Belgian chocolate from Belgium is delicious. Delicious. Oh, love it. Every year, our shopping channel does chocolate popcorn with Belgian chocolate drizzle over, and oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I can imagine. And I don't know if any of you guys know marzipans, but the ones that are wrapped in foil that have a Mozart looking guy on it, the ones from Austria are delicious. And we found out that the ones that they sell out of like Fresh Market will have them, and a couple other places will have them every so often. It depends on the way he's facing. If he's facing, I think, to the left, which is the least common way that you find them here, whichever way is the least common way of him facing here, are the real ones from Austria. Otherwise, they're just, mass produced and whatever. And let me tell you, when we were in Austria, we had a layover in Austria when we were on our way to and from Ukraine. Normally we would fly into Germany, but we flew into Austria, and we went to a Christmas market there. Oh, that was so gorgeous, and so much good food and sweets, and that was awesome. But we got a bunch of those. And then when we were at the airport, we got those wafers. They have like, it's got the wafers, and then it's got like a little thing of like either hazelnut or lemon or whatever. And it's like wafer and the filling, wafer filling, wafer filling. And they're only like maybe that deep all together, but they're like short ones. Oh, the name is right here, but I can't think of it. But the actual ones are delicious. When you find the off-market ones and stuff, I don't like them as much. But now I want real chocolate. I found that there is a lot of chocolate content in the chocolate produced from the U.S. Wait, I find that there is a lot of chocolate content in the chocolate produced for the U.S. market. Canada has a lot of higher chocolate content, and Europe has way more than even Canada. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know. Yes. German chocolate made by a chocolatier. Yeah. Now I want some real chocolate. I know. Me too. Like, desperately want real chocolate. I need to reach out to Catherine and say, hey, so I'll send you something if you send me something. Anyway, all right. Some men get sexually turned on by Red Wings, which means a fella, A, takes it so deep in the butthole that he starts flapping his arms. B, gives oral when a woman is on her period. Ew. C, rubs used tampons on his face. Or D, likes his balls punched until they're beet red. What the heck is wrong with people? Cacao. Ow. Yeah, like with dark chocolate, like 72% cacao is a lot of times what people really like. But my mother-in-law used to import a box every Christmas. I have to find out where she imported it from because I'm pretty sure it was Belgium and I want some. Me too. Please share. No, I'm kidding. It would cost you an arm and a leg to send me chocolate from Canada, from Belgium. No, it is not D. So some men get sexually turned on by Red Wings, which means a fella, A, takes it so deep in the butthole that he starts flapping his arms, which just is ridiculous. B, gives oral when a woman is on her period. Gross. C, rubs used tampons on his face. Ugh. I mean, where do people come up with this crap? I mean, seriously. It is not B. So it's either A, takes it so deep in the butthole that he starts flapping his arms, or C, rubs used tampons on his face. Something is seriously wrong with people. It's cheaper for me to send it to you than it is for you to send it to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, like when I sent out the world packages for my mom's birthday month giveaway, there was one time I sent the same exact package to Canada, and it was more than sending it to Belgium. Same weight, same size, same everything. And they keep telling me I was crazy. I ended up finding the receipt and I showed it to them. And I said, it looks like it was rung up the right way, but it was more expensive to send it to Canada. But with the world packages that I sent out $160 later to Canada, I think the package was 12 ounces, Wanda, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. It was $22 and change. And to send the same size package to, well, India, Africa, and where was the other one? Those were $26. Of course, the one to Australia, crap, I still haven't reached out to, no, I did, but I haven't heard back. My Australian winner, I have to check to see, I was at the post office today. I have to check and see if we're still closed off to Australia, because in order for me to ship it, if I wanted, I could ship it International Express and pay $72, and theoretically it was going to get through, but yet I couldn't send it first class because it was blocked. I'm like, whatever. Clearly I didn't send it, but okay, so if it's cheaper for you to send it to me and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. It is not B. And why? Yeah, I know. Can we all agree that people are really, really sick? Yes, we can. I don't want to think about it. I just got a yarn swap and I sent the same size box, same weight. It cost me 25 Canadian. It cost the US send her over 70. I told her to use UPS, but she used USPS and pay through the nose. Holy crap, $70? What the heck did she send? I mean, for me to send the box to Tony, I can't remember what state he lives in, but his box was 10 pounds. He was the main US winner. And it was a 14 by 14 by 14 box, jam-packed. It was 10 pounds. And it cost me just under $60. Yeah. I had 7 winners, right? So the one US winner was 70 or 60. The other US winner was, I can't remember. I want to say like 10. I can't remember. And then the other 4, Canada was 22. The other 3 were like 25 or 26. And then Australia would have been 72 for like a 11 ounce package of yarn. I'm like, whatever. UPS could have cost $25. Yeah, I just sent an 8-pound box I just sent an 8-pound box to Alabama next door to me, and it was $34.40. Wow, if it's over 5 pounds, you definitely should go UPS. Yeah, but here, if you don't have an account, it's actually more expensive. And I was telling you that they won't pick up from here, or even my office for that matter, which is weird because we used to have a UPS box outside our office. It's no longer there because none of us has an account anymore. But they will not pick up for some crazy ass reason. And the location that we have is quite a distance. But within the US, I think pirate ship is cheaper. Yeah, my problem is it's not that easy to use that through Etsy. If I want to charge if I want to charge shipping, I have to do it through Etsy. Now if I were on eBay, it would be a different story. I could use pirate ship all day long. This chocolate sucks compared to what we've been talking about. All right, so do you guys not want to know the answer to that one? Because we kind of seem to skip over that and think about crazy or sick people. This really sucks compared to anything. And I don't know why it's like, it feels very soft and it's not warm in my place, but if anybody wants to know the answer, just let me know and I'll let you know. But I'm putting it off to the side for now. It's 1 a.m. How are you 1 a.m.? Canada's always our time. Or did you change clocks already? I think nobody wants to think about it. I don't know if it's old. I got it at Marshall's yesterday, but that doesn't mean anything. Best before September 15, 2022, so shouldn't be. Yeah. Wait, is Atlantic time different than Eastern Standard? Let's face it, even bad chocolate is better than no chocolate. Absolutely. I agree with you there. You know what I want? I want a Reese's Extreme Blizzard. It's got chocolate syrup, peanut butter, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and Reese's Pieces. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Plus, you get extra Reese's Pieces and Peanut Butter Cup. Oh, it's delicious. It's so good. Not Eastern Standard. Atlantic is an hour before. Yes, 1 hour difference. Atlantic is an hour before? Because it's only midnight here. An hour before, I would think would mean. Now, we set our clocks back Sunday on the 7th. So right now, it would be 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock. But, yes, 1 hour difference. 1 hour after. I want a banana split. You know, I've never actually been a big banana split person. My ex-husband liked them, but I love bananas. I love ice cream. I love hot fudge. I love peanuts on my hot fudge. I mean, on my ice cream. But, so you're always an hour ahead of us. Oh, yes, at Dairy Queen. Yeah, the Reese's Extreme, they were advertising during, well, since it's fall now, I'm guessing summer. They don't have it on their menu anymore, but they all know what it is. Oh, it's so good. Normally, I'm a creature of habit. I would always get a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, a Blizzard with extra Reese's Peanut Butter Cup because they never put enough toppings in. They just don't. That's what I've gotten for years and years and years. I don't sway from that. But then I heard about the Reese's Extreme and I was like, oh, and so I didn't know what was in it. I had just heard the name while listening to the TV. And So we pulled up to our Dairy Queen and I said, what's in the Reese's Extreme? And so she was telling me, and I'm like, can you still make it? Because I know it's not on your menu. She's like, absolutely. And I was like, okay, yes, please. Sorry, I meant we are an hour before. Oh, because you're my time, right, Chris? I don't think they ever brought it to Canada. I've never heard of it. I only happened to hear on a commercial, I think maybe once or twice. I don't think I ever saw it. Well, I mean, I don't go there that often, but I don't think I ever saw it on their menu or anything. I just happened to hear about it. But if you like Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, or Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Reese's Pieces, and peanut butter and chocolate sauce, ask them if they have it. It's delicious. And get the extra. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. I also love yummy, yummy sauce at the Japanese restaurants. All right, let's go to the next one. If you guys are still... Oh, wait, Wanda, I'm so sorry. Good night, my sweet friend. Love you, and hugs and prayers. Sweet dreams, and hi to hubby. Hugs, love, and prayers to all of you. Good night, loves. Yes, same to you, my friend. I'll talk to you later, or tomorrow, I mean. Sweet dreams. Oh, and wait. Oh, yeah. And Wanda, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. You are just so sweet. No. Oh, and I keep forgetting. I haven't been talking about my Amazon affiliate links often at all. I do appreciate anybody that shops it. I haven't had anybody shop them in a couple months, and about at the same amount of time, I haven't really talked about it. I have a couple people that normally do, anytime they do like some shopping on Amazon, they will go through my affiliate links. So I have a feeling they haven't placed any orders recently, but I have no idea. I need to find out if they kick you out of the program if you don't have orders for a certain amount of time, because it's been at least 2 months. I hadn't even checked it. And I went back, I went this month, last month, and I don't think I was able to see. I mean, I could if I put in the dates, but I didn't for September. But if you guys ever buy on Amazon, if you wouldn't mind going through one of my Amazon affiliate links, I would greatly appreciate it. It doesn't cost you any extra. You don't have to buy whatever's on the link that you click on. Just anything you purchase within 24 hours of opening that link, I would get credit on, whether it's crochet stuff, it's a car. Okay, I don't know if they sell cars. But a mattress, a TV, a whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't cost you any extra, but I would make anywhere from, I think, like 0.5% to typically about 2%. Some things are 5%, but I don't know that I've ever had anybody buy anything that's like a 5% thing, but I would greatly appreciate it. Even just for me to stay in the program, because I very seriously have no idea if you get kicked out if somebody doesn't purchase something for a while. But I don't know why that, I just thought of that, but and plus I do have the Amazon wish list in the description box of this video, and it will be in every description box going forward on here, as well as on Empty Your Closet for Miley, for the Amazon wish list for items. If you want to donate but don't want to send me something that's going to cost a lot to send, but you want to still send something for the animals because you don't have local ones or whatever the reasoning is, I did make that list up. I'm still going to add some things that are less expensive, like inexpensive sheets and towels, which they always need. Hand sanitizer, more glove options, latex glove options, and a couple other things that I can find. But that'll always be in the description box of both channels for anybody interested in donating and sending it to me. I will do a video opening it and doing a video of me dropping it off on that channel. I'll open it as Happy Mail on this channel because I'm not going to be able to know just seeing an Amazon box whether it's for me or for the animals. So I'll open it on this channel as Happy Mail. But then, of course, after I open it, I'll know if it's for me or if it's Pill Pocket that's not for me. Well, unless you say it's for Miley. But I'm going to assume it's going to be for me to donate to the SPCA. But no, but my husband really likes the blizzards. I definitely don't think I'll be telling him about it because he's diabetic and he really shouldn't have that much sugar. Yeah, I get it. I can't believe the last time my mom and I got one, we always get the large and then we put it in the freezer and we'll have some. And then normally we half it. Like we'll have half one day and then half the next day. We had it, I think it was for 4 days. Was it 3 or 4 days? I think it was 4 days. I was like, holy mackerel, I cannot believe it. I've never had a large blizzard last me 4 days. Like, never, ever, 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 ever. But it did. All right, next one. A common torture technique back in the 1500s involved trapping live rats under a bowl on a Hold on a second. A common torture technique back in the 1500s involved trapping live rats under a bowl on top of a person's stomach and then A, tapping on the bowl so the rats go crazy, B, heating the bowl so the rats try to eat their way out, C, strapping the bowl down so the rats can claw their way to freedom, or D, smothering the rest of the body in cheese and then releasing the rats. What the hell is wrong with people? I mean, seriously. Where do people come up with this crazy crap? Yeah, Crystal got it. B, heating the bowl so the rats try to eat their way out. The torture in and of itself for me would just be having rats on me. Whether it was under a bowl would be even worse, but just having a rat anywhere near me would be enough torture. Well, not necessarily for me to like talk or something, but ugh. We had a rat. Our receptionist at the office had gone out for her cigarette break, and she came in so quickly, and she's like, "Oh my God, there's a rat outside." She goes, "It went from that restaurant to that restaurant." Yeah, I was like, "Great, nice." I remembered that one. You remembered what one? It feels like there's something between my teeth. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. Kangaroo, or Candiru. Kangaroo is a species of catfish found in South America. This sea creature has a bad habit of A, finding its way into swimmers' buttholes. B, swimming into penises and wreaking havoc. C, repeatedly biting people. Or D, chewing on the bottom of boats and sinking them. So is that the one? Oh, I think I remember it being named that. Okay. Was on a movie I have watched. I think it was Fast and the Furious. What? The rat thing? I haven't seen all the Fast and Furious, but the one about the rat. Really? Gross. Yes, Regina got it. B, swimming into penises and wreaking havoc. I know I've seen a procedure where the guys, I think it even made his bladder almost explode because he couldn't pee. And they went in and they pulled the catfish. It's a skinny one, but it's got the thing, like, yeah, and pulled it out, and it was pretty long. Ugh. That's just, I'm glad they're attracted to penises and not vaginas, but still. All right, Chris Nicholson is an award-winning magician who holds the world record for A, unhooking 20 bras in 1 minute, B, nailing 30 consecutive beer pong shots in 1 minute, C, being kicked in the balls 140 times in 1 minute, or D, smoking 22 cigarettes in 1 minute. Chris Nicholson is an award-winning magician who holds the world record for A, unhooking 20 bras in 1 minute, B, nailing 30 consecutive beer pong shots in 1 minute, C, being kicked in the balls 140 times in 1 minute, or D, smoking 22 cigarettes in 1 minute. It is not B. It is not C. So it's either A, unhooking 20 bras in 1 minute, or D, smoking 22 cigarettes in 1 minute. Nobody? It is not D. Leanne got it right. It's A, unhooking 20 bras in 1 minute. Would that be challenging? I don't know that if he's not touching them, maybe it'd be challenging, but all right. A record 250 couples in Japan got together to shatter the world record for A, most childbirths in one place, B, highest number of divorces happening at one time, C, largest couples therapy session, or D, largest orgy. A record 250 couples in Japan got together to shatter the world record for A, most childbirths in one place, B, highest number of divorces happening at one time, C, largest couples therapy session, or D, largest orgy. I don't know where all my fall decorations are. I have 2 pumpkins that we just recently picked up for me, and I have some of my garland, but I think for fall on my scapes, when I used to have the screen behind me, I think I just hung the garland and did a couple of either feather changes or something in the garland, but that was really it. So now I'm having to figure out what to put on my scape. Nobody? Not even a guess? A record 250 couples in Japan got together to shatter the world record for A, most childbirths in one place, B, highest number of divorces happening at one time, C, largest couples therapy session, or D, largest orgy. Follow the emphasis. D would be interesting image. Imagine the dudes counting for the record. It's D, largest orgy. 250 couples, 500 people in an orgy. I mean, that's insanity. That's craziness. It's hard for me to imagine. I mean, I suppose if I really think about it, I can imagine it, but holy crap. Okay. A Russian woman is, quote, the most prolific mother ever. After giving birth to a total of 69 kids, her husband eventually did this. A, left her and had 18 kids with another woman. B, sold some of the kids to pay the bills. C, realized not all the kids were his and left her. D, had her institutionalized. Holy crap. That's a huge cleanup. Yes, it is a huge cleanup crew. Yeah. I cannot imagine 500 people in an orgy. I mean, that's just could be quite fun, but it is not C. So it's either A, left her and had 18 kids with another woman, B, sold some of the kids to pay the bills, or D, had her institutionalized. I cannot even imagine. I mean, this family of 13 that I follow that has just had their 11th child. She's in her 40s. She just had her 11th child. I mean, I think that's a lot. I mean, not a lot. But I mean, still, it's a lot. But Regina got it. It's A, left her and had 18 kids with another woman. I mean, that's just, I mean, seriously, what is that? 87 kids that he had? Freaking craziness. I mean, 69 kids isn't enough. I'd be crazy having that many. Yeah, 69. Holy mackerel. Her insides would be mush. Oh my gosh. I know. And having 69 kids, I mean, she had to have started as soon as she became fertile, which, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, I know that I got my period for the first time when I was 9, which was young, but I could not imagine getting pregnant at 9 or whatever age, but 69 kids, that's just insanity. I mean, that's like you have one and then, you get pregnant right away. 9 months later, have another one. 9 months later, have another one. I mean, 69. Whew. She had numerous multiple. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hello. Wow. Is my brain is seriously not working. She had to have multiples. You would only sneeze and they would pop. I know, right? I mean, even still, even if she had, I mean, even quadruplets or sextuplets, I mean, that's just insanity. Some would have to be multiples. Yeah. But I mean, geez, I cannot imagine 69 kids. All right. The next time you swallow your partner's cum, just know it A, has only about 7 calories. B, is loaded with vitamin C. C, is good for your hair and skin. D, sticks in your stomach as long as gum. Ew. Ew. That's just gross. And honestly, based on this answer, I thought I heard that something else could have also been the answer. But yes, you guys got it right. It has only about 7 calories. Good to know, I suppose. All right. 1 in 400 men admitted to being able to A, make themselves orgasm just by touching their own nipples. B, masturbate more than 4 times a day. C, beat off in the bathroom at work. Or D, give themselves a blowjob. 1 in 400 men admitted to being able to A, make themselves orgasm just by touching their own nipples. B, masturbate more than 4 times a day. C, beat off in the bathroom at work. Or D, give themselves a blowjob. I mean, based on the numbers, I would automatically assume one of these, but Crystal, was that your answer for this question? C? If it is, it's not correct. It's not C, beat off in the bathroom at work. So it's A, make themselves orgasm just by touching their own nipples. B, masturbate more than 4 times a day. Or D, give themselves a blowjob. Excuse me. This one is just, yeah. Anybody? What was it? Bueller? Yeah, D, give themselves a blowjob. So 1 in 400 men admitted to being able to give themselves a blowjob. They are very, yeah, that's just insanity. I mean, I suppose it would be beneficial because you could just take care of everything, but that's just disgusting. That's just, yeah. Oh, if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you wouldn't mind doing so, I would greatly appreciate it. Is anybody still here? Because the numbers are going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down like crazy right now. Okay, now it just settled on 6, but lucky rubberneck. Yep. All right. Studies have shown that a common side effect of smoking is A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter, B, orgasming sooner, C, less frequent boners, or D, more painful shits. I see 7 now too. Thank you. Thank you, Regina. So studies have shown that a common side effect of smoking is A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter, But does that mean like with every cigarette, or just because I'm a smoker? Well, not me, but a man is a smoker. But anyway, A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter. B, orgasming sooner, which I think if that were the case, every man on the planet would be smokers. C, less frequent boners. There would be a lot fewer smokers if that was the case. D, more painful shits. Same thing if they knew that that's why it was happening. It is not B. So it's either A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter, C, less frequent boners, or D, more painful shits. I have no idea who does these studies. I mean, seriously. It is not B. And who thinks to do these studies? I mean, who is it that said, okay, this particular one, I mean, okay, I guess I can see, you want to see what the side effects of smoking are, but some of these things, why would somebody have even thought to do the study? Let alone, why would you want to do the study? It is not C. So it's either A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter, or D, more painful shits. I covered up by making a point about each of them because I kind of made a point of talking about the answer first. Okay, it is not D. It's A, shrinking your dick by a centimeter. Again, is it per cigarette, or is it just because you're a smoker, or I don't know. I hope our tax dollars ain't going. I know, right? Me too, Regina. All right. We'll do we'll do these, and then we'll either just chat or whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. So a diet heavy in red meat and dairy can cause this awful side effect. A, jaundice. B, terrible tasting semen. C, anal leakage. Or D, fat deposits around the nipples. Interesting. Don't smoke then, because we need that. All right, so a diet heavy in red meat and dairy can cause this awful side effect. A, jaundice. B, terrible tasting semen. C, anal leakage. Or D, fat deposits around the nipples. I wonder if it's red meat and dairy, like combined, or is it a diet heavy in red meat and or, well, I guess they would have said and or dairy, but in that case, I think I'm in the clear. But it is not A, jaundice. It is not B, terrible tasting semen. So it's either C, anal leakage, or D, fat deposits around the nipples. We're thinking about doing a garage sale on Saturday, but the last garage sale we had, we took like a huge chunk of it and just donated it to the local church over here. So now we're trying to gather stuff. I have like tons of stuff. I just don't want to part with it. But we need to have a garage sale because every penny counts. It is not D, fat deposits around the nipples. So it is C, anal leakage. Yay! Well, I don't eat much red meat, so like at all, whatsoever. I mean, I don't not eat red meat, but it's my last choice. Because when I had the lap band back years ago, I had to chew things so well that chewing both beef and pork as much as I had to, just that stuff is not designed, beef in particular is not designed to be chewed that much. And I mean, I never was a huge fan of it, but now it's a very rare occasion that I eat beef. But even after that the lap band was emergently removed. But I'm going to got to get up and go to cardiac therapy. See you all later and love you all. Okay, Becky, I hope cardiac therapy goes well. Love you, my friend. Sweet dreams. Love, hugs, and prayers to you. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I have the lap band too. Oh, you do? Yeah, mine had to be emergently removed. a year and a half after it was put in. Did I have it for that long? I can't remember, but I hope it's doing well for you. All right, next one. And on average, 200 men go to the ER each year after accidentally A, getting stuff stuck in their butthole, B, getting stuck in a cock ring, C, breaking their dick, or D, overdosing on erectile dysfunction meds, which would do what did we learn before? Becky, rest well, Becky, I want mine removed too. I would have kept it in. I mean, it was the hardest thing prepping for it, especially since they got me in a lot sooner than I was expecting. So I had to like crash do the pre stuff, but it was horrible. I couldn't even get water down after a little while. I never had it filled. If I think they filled it once or twice the first like maybe 3 months, 4 months, and then it got to the point where it was never filled and it was so tight I couldn't even get water down. E, all 4 men ain't too bright. Oh, sorry, Regina, you said C. Yes, breaking their dick. So on average 200 men break their dick every year. I mean, seriously, man. I wonder about them so many times. All right. The motto of this state should be changed to the, quote, show-off state, because according to statistics, men there buy the largest sized condoms. A, Idaho, B, North Dakota, C, Minnesota, or D, Texas. All I know is I may be visiting that state. No, I'm just kidding. So the motto of the state should be changed to the show-off state, because according to statistics, men there buy the largest size condoms. A, Idaho, B, North Dakota, C, Minnesota, or D, Texas. I mean, who keeps these statistics? It is not D, Texas. D, because they think the motto is true for them too. It is not D, but you're funny. So A, Idaho, B, North Dakota, or C, Minnesota. Honestly, I don't know that I would even be thinking one way or another. Texas, I would have just thought of because, but as far as the other ones, I don't know. But A, Idaho, B, North Dakota, or C, Minnesota. Everybody's gone. No, it's not Minnesota either. So A, Idaho, or B, North Dakota. No, it's not Minnesota. A, Idaho, or B, North Dakota. Yes, it's B, North Dakota. I honestly don't know that I ever would have. I don't even know. I mean, I don't know that I even know anybody from North Dakota, but I don't know that I would have ever assumed that that's where it would be, but I don't know. All right. Men in this state statistically buy this. So now we went from the largest to the smallest. Men in this state statistically buy the smallest size condoms: A, Pennsylvania; B, Kentucky; C, Wyoming; or D, Mississippi. Okay, so North Dakota buys the largest condoms statistically. And this state buys the smallest size condoms: A, Pennsylvania; B, Kentucky; C, Wyoming; or D, Mississippi. It is not Kentucky. So it's either A, Pennsylvania; C, Wyoming; or D, Mississippi. It is not A, Pennsylvania. So it's either C, Wyoming; or D, Mississippi. Again, I don't know that I ever would have thought about this. It is not A, B, or C. It is D, Mississippi. Again, who does these statistics? I mean, do they do statistics on every single thing purchased? All right, even though they're huge sellers, only 6% of men actually need this product. A, erectile dysfunction meds; B, extra large condoms; C, fat burning supplements; or D, extra strong deodorant. Even though they're huge sellers, only 6% of men actually need this product. A, erectile dysfunction meds; B, extra large condoms; C, fat burning supplements; and D, extra strong deodorant. Only 6% of the men in the one state, according to this newest one, have a reason to be buying these. Yeah, Regina got it. B, extra large condoms. So there you go. All right, we have, I think, 6 more. The world record for which excretion was clocked at a speed of 47 miles per hour. So the world record for which excretion was clocked at a speed of 47 miles per hour. A, breast milk shot; B, loogie; C, wet fart; or D, cum shot. The world record for which excretion was clocked at a speed of 47 miles per hour. A, breast milk shot; B, loogie; C, wet fart; or D, cum shot. Yes, D, cum shot. 47 miles an hour. Holy crap. Could you imagine it being shot into you at 47 miles an hour? I mean, that's insanity. All right. Having sex is good for a guy's health because having sex at least once a week risk of A, heart disease by 30%; B, diabetes by 40%; C, stroke by 50%; or D, all of the above. Having sex is good for a guy's health because having sex at least once a week can lower a man's risk of A, heart disease by 30%; B, diabetes by 40%; and C, stroke by 50%; or D, all of the above. I know, we're telling on ourselves. Oh. If a man actually knew this, he would be like using this. Yeah. D, all of the above. So what the hell does it do for women? Yeah. All right. It's a hard life for a man. On average, guys pop this many boners per day. A, 45, B, 24, C, 11, or D, 17. Really? I don't know. All right, so it's a hard life for a man. On average, guys pop this many boners per day. A, 45, B, 24, C, 11, or D, 17. C, 11. Crystal got it. 11 boners per day. I don't know, but yeah, I know, right? Who cares? Whoever decided to do this, yeah, I don't know. All right. On average, which country holds the distinction of men getting the most penis enlargement operations? What the hell is up with all these questions? All right, so on average, which country holds the distinction of men getting the most penis enlargement operations? A, Russia, B, Amsterdam, C, Germany, or D, United States? Honestly, this doesn't really surprise me, but it is not D, United States. So it's either A, Russia, B, Amsterdam, or C, Germany. It's not the United States. Not B. Yeah, it's C, Germany. Honestly, for a second, I was thinking Russia, but then I was like, nah, I think probably Germany. But Germany is it. All right, two more. The most accurate. What is up with these questions? The most accurate way to tell if a man has a big dick is A, the size of his shoes, B, the size of his gloves, C, the length of his nose, or D, none of the above. According to what I've heard, I kind of knew the answer to this, but the most accurate way to tell if a man has a big dick is A, the size of his shoes, B, the size of his gloves, C, the length of his nose, and D, none of the above. So, yeah. Yep. D, none of the above. It's wishful thinking when you see sometimes the size of the shoe and you're like, damn. But ask him, he will tell you. Yeah, actually, if you take your foot, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it to show you on camera. But if you take your foot and you measure it and you put it up against your foot, from anyone that I've had or have seen do it, your foot is the size from your ankle to your wrist. Your ankle. Really? This is your ankle. Your elbow to your wrist. And that's pretty. Yep. Oh, I need to get a pedicure badly. Anyway, sorry. We did that one. All right. Last one. If you had to venture a wild guess, what do you think eproctophilia is? A, the irrational fear of getting an erection. B, the need to have your asshole tickled to achieve orgasm. C, sexual arousal by farting. Or D, being addicted to proctologist visits. All right, so if you had to venture a wild guess, what do you think eproctophilia is? A, the irrational fear of getting an erection. B, the need to have your asshole tickled to achieve orgasm. C, sexual arousal by farting. Or D, being addicted to proctologist visits. It is not B. So it's either A, the irrational fear of getting an erection, C, sexual arousal by farting, or D, being addicted to proctologist visits. So A, C, or D? I'm not dating the C dude. That's it, a C. If you had to venture a wild guess, what do you think a proctophilia is? And it is C, sexual arousal by farting. It's just too funny. Yeah, I know. That just, no. Especially if it was an all the time thing. That would just be like, nope, I don't think so. Now she's all excited because I made that noise and it woke her up. All right, so now what we have left is this. You can't see the cellophane, right? This part and this part. So we've done all of these over the last however long I've had this. I'm going to have to find another game to get. Although games are expensive. Even on Amazon, they're expensive. I've had to go to Amazon to be able to get them, and they're still expensive. Yeah, there are a few though that would be great, except they just wouldn't work in a like environment like this. But if you're still here and if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you wouldn't mind doing so, damn it, I would greatly appreciate it. I am going to start saying goodnight because I am getting tired and I want to work on this project a little bit more. But thank you all so incredibly much for your support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And Miley says bye to her peeps. My mom did say to say hello. She wasn't sure if she was going to make it in the beginning to say hello herself, but she does say hello and thank you for all the prayers. Well, we both thank you for all the prayers for us and our friends and everything. But remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. Remember, as per usual, if you need extra prayers but don't want to share it publicly, just email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com and we will add you to our private prayer list unless you say that it's okay to mention it anonymously. Then I'll add it to a public prayer list. But yes, and I do have the Amazon wish list in the description box of this video for Empty Your Closet for Miley. If you were to purchase anything and send it to me, I will open it on camera so everybody knows that I received it, and I will then also record my dropping it off. I think I got everything. I think. Good to catch you tonight. Love you. Same here, Regina. And your prize will go out, I'm hoping, by Friday. If it changes, I'll let you know. It's always a great live daily chat during the week. Bye, everyone. Stay happy and safe. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that very much. And thank you for being here. I love you all dearly. Hugs, love, and prayers to everybody. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, Leanne, and anybody else that may watch the replay and it's daytime for them. And or have a great night's sleep, or just have a great whatever time it is wherever you are living. And a video will go up tomorrow. Probably won't be until the evening though, but it'll be that big box of Premier Yarns I lifted or brought in here to show you, as well as letting you know who it is that I am doing that I will be working on current patterns from. Did that make sense? I hope that made sense. I'm a bit foggy, but I really do want to work on these, at least this one project a little bit. So yeah, so have a wonderful rest of your week. Hopefully you guys will watch tomorrow's video. I may end up doing the ingratitude drawing winners on that video. So yeah, just make sure to check that out. The list of members is longer than super chats, which is totally fine. I'm not saying that for any reason other than Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 people are on the super chat list at least twice. But anyway, you stop putting your stinky feet on my pen. I'm sorry I couldn't share my chocolate with you guys. I mean, I offered to share it, but I couldn't actually share it. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? If we could like share stuff like that and smell-o-vision and I was going to say taste-o-vision, but I don't know that that would be a good thing all the time. Anyway, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon. And tomorrow's video will go up probably in the evening. Otherwise, I'll see you on Getting to Know You. Have a great night. Talk to you guys soon. Love you guys bunches and so appreciate every single one of you. Talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.